Yes, yes, yes. What's going on, people? We're live and direct to Say It With Your Chest. Just after 9 o'clock, we're here. We're in the building. Running a tad bit late, but it wasn't our fault. But don't worry, we are here. We are going to get into it. I got the full team here. Man like Diggs, Mickey's here, El Presidente is here, and myself, Junior. Thank you very much for joining in. It is Say It With Your Chest, TGM Radio UK. Diggs, say hello to the people, please.
What's going on, everyone? It's Diggs here, back again for another show. Got a couple things lined up for you guys this week. So yeah, what's going on, everyone? What you man saying?
We're there, bro.
Here.
Yeah.
Mickey.
What's good, people? You're live, you're locked into Say It With Your Chest. It's myself, Mickey, aka Michael Suave, aka Mr. Magnum, aka Mr. 256, aka... Why does I keep laughing? Yeah, good. Should be a good show, to be honest. Looking forward to a few of the topics.
What, you done with the AKs?
Yeah. Just something light today.
Something light, yeah?
Something light. You can't overdo it.
I see. El
So I'm
Presidente,
saying-
speak to them.
Now, what's going on, people? I'm not even gonna try and make it today. Still, yeah, what's good, man? How's everyone doing?
I'm nice. I'm a bit tired, this week.
Thursday,
Yeah.
though.
Thursday, yeah. You know
Fair
what?
enough.
Thursday, I brush it off. But I'm tired. I'm tired this week.
Do you work on adrenaline when it gets to I think Wednesday you start working on adrenaline?
Yeah,
right?
after Wednesday, I'm thinking, tomorrow's Thursday, we got the show. After the show, it's basically Friday. Week done.
Yeah.
Week done, mate.
Mate, weeks have been going quick, by the way.
Rushing, innit?
Yeah, that was the fastest January, I think,
You think?
Mate, mate, it's mad, mate.
I can't even remember the other ones. I won't lie to you. I'm not.
I like that, to
Can I
be
say it
fair.
like it's a month for me?
Bro. Januaries are usually long, bro.
They are usually long,
Yeah.
but yeah, I didn't feel this to be any shorter.
Bro.
I just felt like it's long. It's always long.
Feb is short, though.
Yeah, true.
Do you get it? So that's going to be a good
And
thing,
it
man.
makes up for it still.
It does, innit?
Yeah, 100.
Big up everyone locked in. Is Say It With Your Chest. We're here. We're live and direct. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another to tune in and get involved. If you are on the Facebook Live link, do us a favor and share the link for us. We would appreciate it if you share the link for us. For anyone who's not on the Facebook Live page and you want to see visuals, by the way, you can go to our Facebook page, or the station's Facebook page is TGM Radio UK, and you can go on there and see us. They got cameras in the studio and that. And if you're on Facebook but you want to listen to just audios, you can go to our free app. We have a free app. It's TGM Radio UK. Just search that and you can download the app. Or if you have the TuneIn app, you can search TGM Radio UK and you can listen on the go as well. Some people who listen on Facebook don't know that you can listen on the apps.
On the go, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some people who listen on apps don't know that you can listen on or watch us on the Facebook. So tell people, let it be known that we are here every Thursday, bringing you topics, bringing you discussions, and the full team's here today. I like it when the full team's here.
Yeah, it's better
Yeah,
that way. More arguments.
Well,
Hey, you lot killed me last week,
Hey, last week was mad,
You lot killed me. Have you lot seen this this thing about Ugandan women are being used as a tourist attraction?
I saw that.
I can find that insulting,
It is.
Not happy with that, nah.
I'm not happy with that,
Why? What are you telling me?
Because you're almost saying that the only thing that Uganda as a country has to offer the world is curvy women.
I
And that's
think-
in a way sexualizing our women, because what are you saying about curvy women? What use do they have? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I do hear
You're
you.
telling them to the world, come see, we've got curvy women. What use is the world going to use our women other than for sex?
And what if someone
you're
then told?
sexualizing our women?
What,
Yeah.
what if someone then told you that usually when you go to Uganda, that's the thing that you're always talking about.
100%.
You're always talking about it. So now,
100%.
not you
yeah?
personally, but like, as in we're
People
always
talk
talking
about
about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
100%. But
that's home. Where Ugandans?
yeah, exactly. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And when you then take it on a government level, as when now the government is telling the world
That's when
that
it's,
this is us
Yeah.
and this is our face, you're taking it to a whole
that's when
different level.
it's a bit silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. What?
Okay.
Can you not hear it? What's going on? Oh, the girls are still hearing it.
There's a party
Yeah.
outside. Mate.
Yeah,
But nah, I hear you, Hakim. It is a bit insulting, but I don't know how that gets to a government level, and the minister thinks I'm gonna put this out there.
Or I'm even gonna say this. Why?
I'm actually gonna put this out there.
You man have got serious things to deal with, you know. You man have got serious.
There's a lot
There's
going
a
on.
lot to deal with.
They don't.
But big man, there's a lot of things that we need sorting out. You shouldn't be talking about women and what they do.
And that's the thing. I think what that does is it shines a light on the fact that all major government institutions in Uganda are dead. Do you understand? Everything from our healthcare to education. Now look at our tourism; it's a laughing stock. Do you understand?
And
Like
it used to be.
it used to be popping.
Yeah.
It used to be the one.
Yeah,
Do you
it used to
understand? We've
pop.
got wildlife. We've got we've got some incredible natural
Nah, it's popping, by the way.
resources and everything, right?
Compared to
By
other
the way-
African countries.
By the way,
yeah.
it's popping. It's popping. I see like a lot of people talking about, and a lot of people in Africa, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually go to Uganda. Like my cousins
Really?
are there, but they've got a farm there. So
Okay.
they go there every now and then, but they love it over there.
So the minister probably, you know what, let's just add this on.
Yeah, but you know what? A cousin of mine made a good point. Yeah, what does it actually mean when a man actually now sees this and says, "Yeah, I'm going to Uganda for the curvy winner"? When they get there, do they touch? Do they take
That's what
pictures?
I'm
Do
trying
they?
to say.
What then?
That's
you
what I'm
get
trying
it?
to say. And if you look, remember, back like in the 1800s, that South African woman that they brought over from South Africa, who was
Yeah.
curvy,
Yeah.
and she was put in a
the
zoo as a
zoo.
tourist
To look at-
attraction
yeah,
because of
yeah.
her curves.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
because
Mad,
white people
man.
weren't used to seeing that.
Yeah.
Right. So now she was being used because she had curves, she had a big
Basically,
back, and all of that.
objectifying her, innit?
And that's all we're doing
Same
now.
thing.
We're
Yeah.
literally
Yeah, true.
doing what they did to us to ourselves,
in
but
big
on a,
2019, you
in
know.
2019, bro.
Yeah, it's
You
a,
understand?
it's
And what
it's
does
a
that say
shame.
about our women as well? That that's all they have to.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I don't know why my man thought that was a good idea. It's baffling.
But you know, I didn't really see a lot of negative talk on it. You know,
No, because I think
on Twitter, like no one said anything negative about
no,
it.
but
I
what a
didn't
lot of
see
people
any
done
of
is they just brushed it off as a joke.
Yeah,
It was very
they
joke.
laughed,
Like no one took it
Yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
Because it can't be
Ugandans don't
taken
take nothing
serious.
Yeah.
That is a worry, you know. That we've got a lack of seriousness when it comes to certain things. We lack a bit of seriousness. Let me tell you guys the topics that we have today before we carry on our chit chat. And if any one of you wants to come live, the studio line number is 077 54 57 2890. That's 077 54 57 2890. You can also leave a comment on the Facebook live feed. If you're on the feed, you can leave a comment under there and we'll read it out live. And do share the comment link for us, please, on the Facebook live link. But our topics for today, first one is going to be the Liam Neeson one.
Yeah.
Are we right to be outraged at Liam Neeson's comments? The second one is going to be, is it true that once a cheater, always a cheater? And in the second hour, we're going to do Valentine's Day men's edition. We're going to be telling you what we think about Valentine's, things that we've done, things that we should do, things that we don't do. All of it is coming in the second hour. So I know you lot.
Man are scratching their heads already, you know.
I know you lot are
Man, I'm
going to want
looking
to
at the
hear that.
schedule.
Fully booked. Thinking, right, is it coming already?
Hey.
Hey, you know what, you man, yeah? There's a little story I want to tell you about that I came across on Twitter, yeah?
Yeah.
This lady that went to a job interview, the thread is quite long, so I'm not going to read out everything. I'm just going to give you the breakdown of it, yeah?
Yeah.
She says, yesterday I had a job interview for a position at a company called Web Applications UK. After a brutal 2 hours interview in which the CEO, she names the guy as Craig Dean, tore both into me and my writing to shreds, called me an underachiever. I was offered the job. This was my response. She then goes on and tells the story. Some of her response was, "Hi Vivian, this is the person she's replying to. I would like to thank you for the offer, but I have decided to decline. The interview process yesterday was very uncomfortable. I understand the impact that Craig was trying to have, but nobody should come out of the interview feeling so upset that they cry at the bus stop. I'm very aware of what Craig was trying to do and what he was trying to get out of me. I'm also aware by sending this email, I'm failing his test and proving that I'm not the right fit for his company.
Yeah.
There is something very off to me about a man who tries his best to intimidate and assert power over a young woman and who continues to push even when he can see that he's making somebody uncomfortable to the point of tears.
Yeah.
I also think that he's very strategic in placing other people in the interview room who have no part in the interview process just to heighten the feeling of power he gets over someone's humiliation. She goes on, and then the last bit of the tweet, she says, I'm yet to receive any kind of response from the company, a response to this email. I'm yet to receive any kind of response from the company, Web App UK. You may have free juice and yogurt on Mondays, but you certainly don't have respect for your potential employees. Your CEO should be ashamed of himself. What do you guys think about that?
Bye. Do you know I saw that thing, by the way?
You saw it, yeah?
I saw it, and man, I just don't think she was made for it, you know. Like, bro, put it this way, yeah. In the work environment, yeah,
thick-skinned,
is you have to be thick-skinned, and he was actually testing to see if she is.
Whether she can cut.
And guess what? He thought, yeah, she is. So I'm actually going to offer her the job.
Yeah.
Do you get it? I'm going to give her the hardest test that she's going to face in the role right now in this interview, so I can actually know if she can do it, if she can handle it.
Yeah.
And yeah, she did pass it, and then gave her the job. But then obviously, she just wasn't made for it. That's just not for her. I don't think she should then have gone and done all of that.
This, that, and the other.
No, I don't think she should have done all that.
Neither do I, you know. What do you think, Mickey?
Same as Diggs, you know. Same as Diggs. I think whenever you go to an interview, you have to realize there's a possibility that they're gonna put you under a lot of pressure. Of course, it might not be the pressure that you expected to be put under, but when you do come out of there and think, flipping, that was hard, you can't then think, oh, that was too much, and you can't then look at it in a way whereby you can't take it personal. I don't believe.
Yeah.
You get it? And in this case, it seems that she's taking it personal. I don't agree with that.
Hakim?
Same.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. It's a difficult world out there, and you have to be thick-skinned, 100%. And you cannot walk into an interview, especially for high-end jobs, and think it's just going to be a walk in the park, or think that your CV alone is going to speak for you. Do you understand? And he was trying to basically test her character, which, as Dick said, he believed she passed. Hence why he then offered her the job. In a way, I hear what she's saying in terms of no one should walk out of an interview feeling humiliated to the point where they cry at a bus stop. I get that. Do you understand? And you can maybe argue that he may have gone a little too far, but at the same time,
yeah. But you know the problem with that though, is that it's all subjective. It's all about how you feel. I've been to interviews where I've planned for a theory and I've gone in there and they've said, no, you're doing a practical. And I ain't got a clue what to do. The woman's coming up to me every 2 minutes asking me, are you right there? You're right there. I'm scratching my head. I ain't got a clue. I'm trying to log onto my email to send Biggs an email asking Big, like, this is mad. She's looking at, I could have walked out there and felt, this woman was putting too much pressure on me. It was unfair. But I just bounced and thought, wait, all right, cool.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the thing is, the amount of times in our roles, or especially my role, the amount of things that are not on my job description, but I feel under pressure to actually do, it's mad. Like, it's actually mad. Like, what, this week, what time have I been getting home this week? Late.
Yeah, late.
Because I've got stuff to do, and I've got pressure on me. I can't sit there and think they're putting too much pressure on me.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Are we being insensitive?
You know what?
I want to play devil's advocate.
I want you to, because I read this and I even tweeted her back. I was like, I basically said, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Yeah, like, what you doing? I didn't understand where she was getting at, especially the bit where she says, a young woman and rare. So now what? You should be given an easy ride because you're a young woman. I didn't understand.
Not easy, but
I thought maybe I missed the point.
I think we need to be empathetic on her end. Women have a hard time in workplaces already.
In general,
Do you understand? In general. And then there's this thing of where women already feel as though they have to work hard or prove themselves twice as hard. Do you understand? In order to get the same roles or the same kind of pay as men do. Do you understand? So she goes into this role and she's sat there with a man interviewing her who's been incredibly tough on her. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
On the example Mick just gave, he's a guy, and the woman, the person on the interview was a woman. So he may not feel as threatened by her as the way this young lady, felt by this man who's in a position of power, already with the psyche of women, knowing that men in positions of power tend to abuse it, do you understand, or tend to make them feel inferior to them, and that might have got to her, and she might have then felt, you know what, I don't want to be part of this company.
Yeah.
If that's the standard that you
Who-
lot are
who- who is that
setting.
down to though? Who is it? Does he change his approach? Because then, if he changes his approach, then
Everyone-
the feminists will say, "No, I don't want an easy ride.
Yeah.
I want you to interview me like you interview a
Yeah.
man. I want to earn my way into this job." They could say, "No,
Don't treat me differently."
He's now treating us different."
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, the thing is with an interview, it's actually to showcase the culture of the company, the culture of the company, and what we're about. You
Yeah.
get it? If it's not for you, I simply feel like if they offer you the role, you just say, you know what, I've seen what the atmosphere is like. I've seen what the culture is like.
It's not for me.
It's not for me.
Keep it
Do you get
stepping, innit?
Do you get it? There's too much pressure being applied to every individual there.
Yeah.
So that's not for me.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Simple as.
I think she could have just taken it that.
I think it's as simple as that. Right, it's not for you. Don't come on Twitter complaining the interview was hard and rare. Like what? You want him to hand you the job on the plate and say, "Here you go, young lady."
Yeah.
And then you get in the workplace and you can't even do the job.
can't
anymore.
handle it, yeah.
You can't handle it.
Is there footage of the interview or just her word?
Nah, it's just her word.
So then that's difficult then, because then when we don't know what her standards of hard or difficult interview is.
Yeah, but I think what I wanted to determine whether he was in the wrong or she's just not cut out for it. Not that she's in the wrong. I just think she's not cut out for it.
I don't think he's in the wrong, yeah, but at the same time, I understand where she's coming from. I can put myself in her shoes and understand exactly where she's coming from. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't necessarily feel like he's in the wrong. I think he should keep the standards that he wants for for the company, 100%. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think we should, beat her down for feeling some type of way, given the history behind women in in corporate workplaces and workspaces, and that whole history of men in power within the workforce, and
you
how
know
they
what?
abuse
I hear you, Hakeem.
and abuse women. So I understand where she's coming from, but I don't think he did anything wrong at the same time.
I hear you, yeah, but I think this is an example that, just this example, by the way, not worldwide. I think this example shows that we're going towards a better world. You get it? You're going to get interviewed exactly like a man, and at the end of the day, you're going to get a very good job. And it's all happened. And then she comes out and complains, "Raw, I'm only a young lady. Why did you interview me
But
like
you know
that?"
what that is though? Do you know what that is though? Yeah, and I'm probably gonna get clowned by women for this, yeah. But we live in an era where women want equality, right? And they should be given equality.
Yeah, laughing.
Yeah, it makes love, I don't.
This guy's about to.
And they should be given equality, but on we see so many examples day in day out of when that equality is given, where the same standards that are put on men are put on women, and women crumble.
I hear you.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So this could be one of them. As I
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. This could be a situation where she was put under the same kind of pressure and expectation that a man
Would have
is-
thrived
yeah,
at.
yeah, and she's crumbled.
Yeah.
Right, and it's the same thing where the double standard of where this Bow Wow situation. I don't know if you lot saw where he got beat up by his woman, and people are clowning him.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But had it
Had
been
he
the
laid
other
a
way
hand on it,
around,
yeah.
It would have mad.
the same people clowning him will be asking for him to go to prison. So it is a situation where we do live in a space where a lot of women want equality, but when it actually comes down to it,
Can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
Yeah, no, I think you said it well there. Yeah, that's a little story that I wanted to hit you guys up and see what you thought about it, because I didn't want to be in a place where I'm thinking wrong, being a
You
bit
was wrong.
Yeah, I missed something in it.
You
But
actually got back to her,
huh?
You actually messaged it.
Yeah, I was so annoyed.
What did man say?
I was actually annoyed. I messaged her
Nah, I
back.
can't even say it.
You know what I told her? Yeah, I told her basically, it just won't for you. Just leave it. They don't need to reply to you. Well, now she wants a reply to her complaint. You know,
She wants an apology.
She wants an apology for. Nah,
What, she wants an apology?
Yeah, she wants
Nah,
them
okay,
to
she's
respond to
taking it
her
too.
complaint.
By the way, she name dropped that guy on a mad thing. By the way.
Yeah,
She named him,
She's
man.
trying to make man go viral.
Yeah, man.
alright, now she went too far then.
Yeah.
Let me give a shout out to Isaac. I'm in Kampala watching and following. Thank you very much, Isaac, and thank you for joining us. You are tuned in to Say It With Your Chest. We're here, we're live and direct. I think we can jump in now, can't we? Are you guys warm?
I'm warm.
Yeah, let's do it.
Everyone warm, yeah? Because this first one's a bit.
If you can, please, everyone, share the link on Facebook.
Use the hashtag.
On Twitter as well, you can use
Yeah.
the hashtag, or you can send us a message on Instagram and let us know if you're following the topics that we are discussing.
And the hashtag is hashtag SIWYC. Say it with your chest abbreviation. Our handles on Twitter and Instagram are at with your chest. So if you got Twitter or Instagram, go over there and follow us at with your chest. We've also got a Facebook page, Say It With Your Chest. You can go and like and follow that as well. And don't forget, you can leave a comment on the Facebook Live link. We've got a studio line number, which is 077 5457 2890. For anyone that wants to come live, it's 077 5457 2890. So we're going to go into our first topic of the evening, which is, are we right to be outraged by Liam Neeson? Is that how do you pronounce his name?
Neeson. Yeah, you're doing my head in saying Nielsen.
What kind of name is that?
Quiet. Yeah, Neeson's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should have known he's a dodgy guy. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so so we're asking, are we right to be outraged by Liam Neeson comment? If you haven't heard the comment and you don't know what we're talking about or who this guy is, he's an actor, an A-list actor. His most famous film was Taken. Would you say Taken?
Yeah.
Taken, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one. He was the main
Put him in
actor.
the A-list though.
Is he not a Grammy winner?
I don't Grammy. It's music, brother. But
Bro,
Junior's moving mad.
You've had a long week.
I'm tired. That's a problem. I'm
I
tired.
mean, Oscar. He ain't no.
But to be honest,
no, man.
Yeah,
No?
he ain't
Nah, I
one.
don't
He
think-
ain't
He's
one
not
of
A-list,
them.
no?
He ain't one of them, Oscar.
Now I would say yes, you know. I say yes.
Mickey lies that one.
you know-
I ain't watched an award show in years. I won't even lie.
Do you know why I won't put him in the A-list?
Right.
Take Taken out of the equation, yeah?
Which other one has he got?
Right? Name me another, big
Bruh.
hit that he has.
I hear what you're saying, by the way.
Yeah,
And I
Take
feel like-
Taken out.
Yeah.
Everything else he's done, a lot, especially in recent years, a lot of his
Yeah.
films have gone straight to DVD, bro.
Wow.
Or Netflix. You feel me? Like, anyways, let me even start.
But all right, B-list then.
B-list.
B-list actor. So that's who he is. His most famous film is probably Taken. He's an Irish actor.
They're already on to Junior, but the Grammy thing still.
They can't rest. They didn't want to put their 2 pence in about.
They weren't wasting no time.
Hey, people can't wait for a downfall, innit?
Oh, mate. I could
Joanne
allow you
jumped
that.
on you,
Nah, you were never gonna allow me, you clown. Never were you gonna allow
I
me.
could allow you for that. Right?
Nah,
Sorry about that.
You love fading it out. Anyways, that's who he is. So in it, he was promoting his new film this year. His new film, and he had an interview where he said he was telling a story. And should I break down the story now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just
please.
give some context to that, yeah.
So his new film is about revenge. His son is involved in some drug deal. He gets kidnapped or killed, and then he seeks revenge. Yeah. So he's had an interview promoting this film, and he then proceeds to tell a story about his real life, about when he wanted to seek revenge. So he told a story about how one of his close family member or family friend got raped. He was away somewhere, he come back, and this woman had been raped. So he asked her who was it, what color were they? Yeah. She then told him it was a black man. He said for the next week or week and a half, he was rolling around with a weapon. And
Kosh,
a kosh, he said.
Yeah.
He was rolling around with a kosh, and he was waiting for any black man basically to look at him wrong.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go for the kill.
You dare me.
Dare me.
Man was
Yeah.
chilling outside pubs,
Chilling outside pubs, waiting for any black man to look at him in the wrong way.
Try something.
Try something.
No, not black man. Don't sugarcoat it. Man said black bastard. Yeah,
Black bastard.
Let's
By the
not
way,
sugar. He outright
Bastard.
said
Yeah.
black
At-
bastard.
At the pub.
at the pub, any black bastard, yep. And then he was ready to kill him. He done this for about a week. He was going out looking for revenge. So that's the context. He was promoting his film, and he told an event about when he wanted to get revenge. So obviously, outrage. Black people, of course, are not happy.
Yeah.
Some people are, in general, are not happy, and there's a cry for boycott and cancellation for this actor here, and that's the background that you need to know at the moment. Where do we start? Who wants to jump in?
I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, because you said something kind of mad on.
I don't think I should start because I've got a different view to the majority.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah,
I want that. Let's
I
go
want
with that.
first.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Here's what I think here. We're looking at a guy who is telling a story about him, a younger version of himself, early 20s, 40 years ago in Ireland, yeah? And when he says black bastard, yeah, he says black bastard. And if you can see me on Facebook, I'm doing the fake quotation marks, black bastard. He's telling you this is what I was thinking at the time. That wasn't him speaking now as a racist person. He's telling you this is what I thought at the time, yeah? And he goes on to acknowledge that this thought process at the time was wrong. And he went to seek help, and he got help, and he understood that it was wrong how he was feeling. And he said, I was horrified by the thoughts I had, by what I wanted to do. So he acknowledged what he done 40 years ago and how it was wrong, yeah? Furthermore, which just, I think our anger and outrage is misguided. I don't really know what we're angry at him for. I think he was a bit naive to think that we're going to take him on face value for his honesty. I think we should take him for his honesty. I think there needs to be a dialogue. And the only comparison I can put it to is, imagine an ex gang member, yeah, who has killed someone, sold drugs, and went to prison. He then comes out and he says, look, 40 years ago, 20 years ago, I was this guy. I killed people. I sold drugs. I hurt people. I am now coming to tell you my story. I'm rehabilitated. I'm a changed person. That what I'd done time ago was not good. This is me now, and I am trying to have this conversation so I can change people's lives. I don't think we would dismiss that person and hold 40 years ago a gang member. I don't think we would, black people. Yeah, I don't think we would hold it against him. So I'm kind of struggling to find out why we're holding this against this guy.
What are you angry about?
I'm not angry.
Oh, there's nothing that annoyed you?
Not with him telling us that story. I'm not angry. I'm not calling for a boycott. I'm happy that he's come out and he's been honest about this story, because it opens a dialogue with people who might be racist. I can actually change this mindset. And I can go down a road where I can come out of this because of my own ignorance. I can now be taught different, and I can come out of that mindset, and I can talk to people and say, look, I was racist before. Yeah. This is what I thought. This is where I am now. It can happen. I think it's good for the dialogue. I think it's good for the argument.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think you've basically done him a lot of justice the way you've broken it down, because I haven't heard him. He didn't narrate the story anywhere quite like how you did. I think you've kind of given him some kind of cushion to fall back on in terms of trying to explain what he meant, but he didn't. Yeah. The way I look at it is this: he was promoting his film about revenge, and he thought, hey, there's a story of revenge that I once had. He's not looking at it in terms of he's bringing this story to the public eye in order to combat racism, in order to talk about how he's a changed man, in order to try to start a dialogue of profiling individuals. That's not what he was after. My man was trying to promote his film, of which he then uses an example of revenge of when he wanted to kill any random black man, for the sins of one black man who had done what? Who had raped a family member. Here's why I really get mad, right? Had he come out and talked about the fact that he was looking for that individual revenge, the thing's all about revenge. Had he been talking about looking for that particular individual that raped his friend to kill him, then boy, I've got nothing to say. Do you understand? I think my only issue would be him using the word black bastard, even in this day and age. Understanding the climate you're in, understanding as a white man in this climate, quotations or not, find another way of expressing yourself. Do you understand? But he said it with some kind of venom. Do you understand? And I was like, that really annoyed me. Find another way of expressing yourself, right? Yeah. But the fact that he come out and he said that he was looking for any black man, he didn't even try to look for the brother that did it.
Yeah. Now, but you know what? You're arguing a point that he didn't make. He's not trying to say he was right. He clearly says he was wrong.
No, but one sec. Because this is from what I heard. This is a man that he seems like he's more apologetic about the fact that he was seeking revenge, and not the fact that he was looking to seek revenge on any black person for the actions of one black person.
No, I think.
I don't know. A man said that he didn't understand these thoughts, and what he done in order to, when he felt that way, was he went for power walks, 2 hours every day,
and he went to a priest. We have to tell the whole story.
Someone
guys.
just said it. Joanne just said it as well. She on Facebook. She said he didn't seek help. Jay, he went for a walk, and he said for 2 hours and talked to his friends. Walking for 2 hours helps to stop being racist.
That's not true. That's not true. He said he went for power walks and he went to speak to his priest.
No,
we have to tell the whole story.
Power walks and went for
we picked out something that we don't like.
But
Power walk, but he went to his priest as well. You get it?
So what? Now he's not racist.
No.
And that makes it all right.
No.
What if he actually legitimately, straight up, actually found someone? What if he was out on?
You know what's mad? That's the thing about it, Jay.
Yeah.
We're sitting here talking about this because obviously, to be honest, he's come out and he's been honest about it. But the thing with honesty is that no matter how honest you are, we'll say, well done for being honest. But then as soon as you tell us what you're being honest about, if it requires us to act a certain way or give you a certain have a verdict on it, we're gonna do that. Do you get it? So you don't get extra points for being honest.
No, but I don't think you should shut down the dialogue of honesty.
No, you can't shut it down. But then obviously what you can't do is ignore the fact that
his thoughts were dangerous,
bro.
His thoughts, this is my whole thing against this whole thing, is the fact that there are actually consequences to people that think like that. Do you get it? The fact that, like, for example, Trayvon Martin,
it is exactly that one.
This guy met someone who on that day was gonna kill any black man with a hoodie.
On any day, I think.
On any day, right? He was going out and he found him. Yeah. And
That's
he killed
it.
him. And he killed him. He had the impression that this guy's going to be armed. He went out there thinking this guy's going to be armed. Probably going to rob him. Probably going to kill him. So I'm going to have to go. I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's the consequences of those kind of thoughts. That's why we're outraged. Because you know what? Yeah. We as black people, we walk around in danger because there's actually people that think like this about us. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might meet a Fed. This guy might have exactly.
He's ready for you to give him any sort of attitude.
He's capable of that. He's trained. He's trained. He can kill you. Do you get it? So it's these kind of things that makes everyone outraged.
And imagine the reasons to why he never carried out the hate crime is because he didn't find anyone.
He didn't find no one.
Pure luck.
You feel me?
That's mad.
No surprise, it's Northern Ireland.
Exactly. You know them one.
No surprise. But here's the thing, Jay. Here's why I really got mad, right? And Diggs kind of touched on it a bit. It speaks on to the wider issue that we as black people forever have a target on our back. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Even when we haven't done anything, the sins of my brothers are my sins. That's how it is when it comes to black people. Do you understand? But for some reason, we as black people, so not just us as black people, white people, they're so quick to say, but I'm not racist.
They don't understand.
Do you understand? When you talk about what we've been through, they're like, but that wasn't us. Do you understand? So they want us to give them this a benefit of the doubt that they don't give us. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And just think about it, as he said, these are real consequences. That would have been someone's son, someone's dad, someone's brother that he just murdered. Because another black man raped a friend of his.
So can I just ask you, man?
Dangerous, bro. And we shouldn't then turn around and say, just because he's
being honest,
put it out there,
and be honest.
applaud him. No.
We
need to talk about. We need to look at the wider society, of which that he's in.
Consequences as well.
Exactly. And if he has those thoughts, who else? Who's just brave enough to come out there and say
exactly? That's why I think he's being the whipping boy. But let me ask here in this room. Let me ask you a question.
did so well by staying calm. He doesn't represent all of us. Do you understand? And they were like, listen, you should not have to take it. Such people should not exist in society. Da, da, da.
I hate all that stuff from white people. And you can keep that nonsense.
No, but here's
but
the
the
thing.
problem with you,
Nah, I hate that
no
nonsense.
matter
Here's the
what,
thing.
no matter
Our
what
people-
white person
not one
ever says,
person-
you will always have those views.
Nah, because
Anyway.
white people have this thing of that. When the event is finished, they then come to you. We're not all that. Shut up and keep that nonsense, man. If you're not saying anything when your fellow white man is there talking nonsense,
During.
don't say something after.
But then at the same time, we have to be fair, right? We have to be fair. At the same time, there were other black people there at the time that one said anything during
Then-
or after.
Yeah, but
you get what I'm trying to say?
they're not necessarily supporting his racist views, though. They're just not as brave as you. But if you're a white person and another white person is talking this racist stuff, you have to show up there and then. Don't come put your hand around
What
me
if they're not
after
brave?
Huh?
What if they're not brave?
Then you think like him. Then that's
one-
what I'm gonna go
So,
off
so
with.
you'd expect a white person to come in more than you'd expect one of your brothers to come in.
No. I
don't
expect
expect
different
the-
approaches. I expect
don't-
different
Which
approaches.
person would you?
What-
No.
What I'm saying is,
one second. Which person would you expect to come in and divide that whole thing?
no, that's not the point I was making.
I'm
man.
asking you now, though. That's what I'm asking you now.
What to come to my
You're in the
of course, a black person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And that's what I'm
But
saying.
I'll say it again
My
to you,
point
Mickey, that's
is-
not the point I was making.
My point- no,
So I don't know why that question came.
No,
point
my
I'm trying-
point is,
Yeah.
is the fact that what blew my mind was the fact that in an environment where we had both black and white people,
Yeah.
not a single black person came, to intervene
Yeah.
during the altercation or even after the altercation. Yet it was white people who did. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And we have to.
The thing is, Hakimi,
That don't blow my
thing is,
mind.
the thing is,
It don't blow my mind.
No, but I think it's I think that's part of I think that's a different type of thing that we have to talk about in terms of there's that thing where like black people and when other situations are happening to black people. You might never see that thing where this white man was hitting a black girl over the counter at McDonald's.
In McDonald's, yeah, I saw
McDonald's,
that, yeah.
And did you see the black man around her?
Yeah.
None of them did anything.
Yeah.
You know? None of them
Are
did
you
anything.
serious?
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a mad video, by
Is
the
it
way.
in America or here?
Yeah, it's in America. But none of them were
that
doing
makes it
anything.
even worse.
And I was watching that thinking, raw, these are some,
They're clowns.
weak
Yeah,
ass
you
guys.
understood the-
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? There's I think there's a bigger question that we have to talk about another day probably about that sense of backing each other. As
Yeah,
black
because it is going away from Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
But just to touch back on that,
Yeah.
on my end, me, I cannot be in an environment, and see one of my brothers, being racially abused in one way or another, and I keep quiet. It's
Yeah.
never gonna happen.
But you know how
and
I'm
on top
gonna
of that,
come
and on
though?
top of that, and on top of that, I would never expect a white person to come to my aid. I don't. I'm not walking around thinking I'm going to be racially abused,
Yeah.
and expect white people to have my back. Do
No,
you know who
but-
I do expect to have my back? Is my people.
Yeah, now,
100%.
that wasn't the point I was making. The point I was
and
making.
I agree. That's what I thought. That's why I said I agree because I come from that angle.
Yeah, no,
Go on.
that's not the point I was making. Of course, I would expect my people to come to my aid, and if I see that, I'm not coming to your aid as in I'm breaking it up. I'm coming with gun blazing. There's a difference. That's the aid I'm coming with. Yeah. What I'm saying is, I don't expect a white man to come in between us. I don't expect that. But if you come to me after that guy's gone, which is what they done, and he's giving them props for that. If you come,
The feed's down.
there's a new one up. If you could share the new one for us, the first feed is down, but if you can share the new one up, jump on the new one. I'm saying if you then come to me after and say, "Oh yeah, they're not all
shouldn't
like
be
us,
doing
mate."
that.
No, I
No,
don't want to
that's-
hear it because you might actually even catch a slap,
Yeah, that's mad.
because you said nothing. I don't want to hear. I don't give him no props for that.
The whole world, we're not. Yeah, that's mad.
No, we're not all like that. Nah, I don't want to hear it. It's done now. It's done.
Hey, what-
And you know people do that, yeah. When
Yeah.
something's happening, like
In the midst of it.
yeah, you're on a train, yeah. We've all seen the clips, yeah. One white guy says nigger, or white woman says nigger, or black. They say something, yeah, and everyone's quiet. Black person responds, and now everyone
wants him to
everyone
calm
now
down.
has seen something.
Calm down.
yeah.
Calm
You know?
down. Don't.
No,
Yeah,
you know,
I see what you're saying.
Don't do anything.
Yeah.
If you're
It's
not going to do
worth
anything
it.
at the time, please don't do anything at all. I don't, because by the time you don't say nothing when my man's there, you think the same as him. Don't come to me after. But let's get back to Liam Neeson.
Hey, listen. Did you man see the John Barnes response, by the way?
I did.
What did you? Let me ask Mike. What did you think?
Basically, yeah. You see,
He's a clown, bro.
see John Barnes. Yeah,
He played for
I've now
Liverpool,
I'm putting him in a category of famous black people. Yeah, that come out and speak on racial issues. Yeah. And they undermine someone else's experience or what someone else has gone through. John Barnes, like just within a space of like 2 days, Ashley Cole was on Sky Sports. Yeah, he was talking about how the media treat. He was talking about the treatment that he received from the media in comparison to Raheem Sterling, and he was basically saying how he's had to deal with it in different ways, but he acted in certain ways. He acted like a bit of a knob. I think he said he used the word where he admitted that his behavior wasn't exactly perfect, and that's why he received that treatment. The guy asked him then, "Oh, so why is it Raheem Sterling has been treated in this way?" So I don't know. The guy said, "Oh, do you think it's do you think it's something to do with his race?" Nah, I wouldn't say it's that. Stuff like that.
Who's that? John Barnes.
Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole. Yeah.
Him and John Barnes. Yeah.
Yeah.
When black there's not enough black celebrities and black famous people that come out and actually speak strongly on these racial issues. It's not enough. It's mad.
And a lot of the times, yeah, them kind of man there, yeah, they never come out, yeah, when it's to defend black people.
This is why I'm going to have to disagree with you guys.
They always come out when
Barnes is not that guy.
And
John Barnes is not that guy.
And the thing is,
I think you man you're being a tad bit unfair on John Barnes.
Again, I've seen documentaries about John Barnes and talking about things that he dealt with when he was playing football in the 70s and the 80s. Yeah.
And when Raheem Sterling happened, John Barnes was
one of the first.
He was there back in the thing.
I'm using it as an example because that was within the space of like 2 days. Now, obviously, the Liam Neeson thing, I totally disagreed with, man. And I think it's nonsense that you come out and say...
No, but you just said John Barnes is one of them guys that... he's not.
In this situation. His comments.
No, but he's got a track record of backing the beef.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He's got you're backing beef saying a man deserves a medal.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But did you listen to his interview?
Yes, I did.
I listened to all of it.
And you didn't understand it?
No, listen, Jay. A man said that he deserves a medal for coming out and being honest. And he was saying that the media have spun it.
Yeah.
Media ain't spun nothing, bro. What have the media spun there?
Yeah, what have they spun?
What have they spun? The fact that man had thoughts of killing one black man, any black man, for the actions of one. There's nothing that was spun. That's where I parted ways with John Barnes.
Yeah,
100%.
He literally gave Liam Neeson everything.
My
All the
gosh, it
leeway.
was ridiculous.
As in, you know this. I think everyone forgets the fact.
Why are you mad at Liam Neeson?
Why am I mad?
Yeah.
I'm mad
because he had racist thoughts in his early 20 years.
Yeah, he had racial thoughts back then, and the racial thoughts that he had are very dangerous. There is real consequences to those kind of thoughts.
I'm mad because he targeted one of our people for no reason.
Boogie, again, yeah, I'm not necessarily... I know these people exist, by the way. I know they're
I was
there.
going to ask that question.
Like, I know they're there. Yeah. So I'm not necessarily mad at him. You get what I'm saying? I'm just mad about the situation and what's been done. I'm mad about that. Him himself,
he's one... He's a symptom. He's nothing more than nothing more than just a symptom.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's a unique. He's a unique case.
Do you know why? Do you know why I'm mad at John Barnes?
Come out and spoken.
Exactly. That shows. You know what we have to do, yeah?
I just can't give you credit for coming out and speaking.
I don't know why you can't. I think that's unfair. I think that's unfair. You know why? Yeah, we're the same people that I'll say it again. We back drug dealers. We back gang bangers.
Can I use your same argument against you?
Let me tell you something, Jay. Yeah. If they asked me, "Oh, Mike, would you rather someone's racist in your face or racist behind your back?" The reason why I'll say in your face, is because I'll punch him in the face.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's why. You know what you're dealing with.
I know I'm dealing with.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah.
So even though I'm saying I wouldn't come and say, "Oh yeah," but at least you're honest. It's because I can then act accordingly, and I'm not being lied to or. I'm not being misled by someone that's doing shit behind my back.
Yeah.
And the reason why he loses points, this whole he came out and said it nonsense, is the context of why he even gave this story to begin with. This thing happened way back then. What did he do about it then?
No, he told you.
No, on a public level. Since then, has he been part of any anti-racist movement?
You don't know.
On a public level, come on, someone of his stature.
At that point when
this story would have come out a long time ago. The only reason he brought it out was to promote a film, bro.
Nothing more. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah,
what I am.
That's why I can't give him any credit because he wasn't doing it on it's Black History Month and he wants to be a champion of anti-racism and he wants to fight for the culture.
Unhappy.
None of that.
You're unhappy at the time in which he done it. in the air.
No, that's not why we're unhappy.
That's what you just said that, bro.
Yeah,
No,
but
I'm unhappy about
reason-
the, no, I can't give him credit
Yeah.
because of his timing. Listen, there's been countless racial issues, yeah, during his career, where he would have come out and given, a leading voice.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you get what I'm trying to say? He
Yeah,
would have come
because
out and given this story.
Imagine when he comes
No,
out.
no, but you know,
and
but
my
you know
man
what? Yeah.
only comes out because of he's releasing a film that is. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, guess what happened 40 years? Nah,
No,
get
no,
out of here.
you could be mad about where and how he said his truths. That's completely fine, yeah. But I think that his story is unique and important to the dialogue of the racism row. I think it's important. Also, yeah, when someone decides to tell the truth, it's not up to you. It's up to them. I think I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt to say, you know what? I'm now comfortable enough in my journey. I've taken this journey. I'm now comfortable enough. And he told the reporter, you know what? Be very careful with this story. He knows it's touchy.
Yeah.
And he's unlucky that we live in a time where anything that you say these days, even if someone knows you didn't mean that, they will twist the
run with
story just to make you see how you can be such and such. That's Twitter. That's how it happened.
But I don't. In this case here, I made sure to go back. I watched that thing about five, 6 times.
100%.
I made sure that nothing was twisted.
The context doesn't make it any better for me.
None at all.
Do you get it? Watching it
None at
doesn't
all.
make. I read it,
Watched it.
This is mad.
This is mad.
I thought, right,
It's
maybe
mad, bro. I was like, not taken. I was like, nah, not my brother. Like,
I think someone like him and his story could break through to people who need a road to come out of their racism, but they ain't got nowhere to go.
so Vanessa just said on Facebook that Junior, you should be his manager the way you're narrating the story.
No, I'm not narrating no story. I'm telling it how it is, by the way. And I know if I'd said anything about the actual story itself in the wrong way, you man would tell me, because all of you have heard the interview. You've heard. I'm just seeing it from a different point of view, innit?
Yeah.
I think,
And I hear the point of view.
I just point of view.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying
And
that.
you've actually made me view it in a different way. Like
For me-
I was completely against him. Still am, but
I still am.
No, I actually thought about it the way you thought about it.
But-
You know, do you know what? He's come out. There's a lot of people like this.
100%.
I did think about that. But when it's like 90% to 10%.
Yeah.
Of the
and this
anger.
whole idea and the question,
Yeah.
the question
That's
is,
how it
are
is
we
right
justified as black people to be angry? We are. And no one can tell us we're not. And for John Barnes to come out and say that the media's spinning it and this, and my man should be given a medal for what, bro?
No, hold on.
For once wanting to kill an innocent black man,
No,
and he's come out and
you see
admitting
what
that
you're doing.
he's
You see
changed.
what you're doing. What you're doing is
You know what the John Barnes thing here? John Barnes was basically saying the reasons to why he should be offered a medal is because he's come out and he's explained a story and a situation that he was in, whereby
we can now have this conversation.
Yeah,
So what's the medal
we're
for?
having this conversation because of the fact
His
that
honesty.
at one point it was portrayed, and he saw black people in a certain light.
Right.
He's come out now and explained this story.
So we're now
according to John
handing
Barnes,
out.
I think now John Barnes.
So we're now
he
handing
doesn't
out.
see black people in the same light as he did
yeah.
40 years
So
ago.
Mick,
Exactly.
That's what John
And-
Barnes is.
So Mick,
Yeah.
we're now handing out medals to white people for no longer being racist.
don't run with the saying, bro. Hakim, you're smarter than that. Though.
No,
Because
that's
you're running with the
exactly
term.
how
You're
it's
running
done.
with this term that people just throw around.
No,
That
he's
I deserve the
basically
medal.
saying-
He's just thrown about. He threw it out there. But let me tell you what. Let me tell you what you're arguing with here. You're arguing with a 40-year-old idea in this single man. You're arguing.
It's not
with
about him. It's what Dick
No,
said.
we're
It's not
talking about him though.
single
We're talking about him though.
individual.
We're talking
It's
about him.
the wider context.
No, but
here.
we're
You
talking
feel
about
me?
him. We're talking about him and what he said, yeah? So what I feel you're doing here, I feel like you're arguing with a 20-year-old Liam Neeson. He
26-year-old.
doesn't exist no more.
Yeah.
But you know what? And he's looking back now saying, you know what? I was an ignorant child. He would tell you this is for I was an ignorant child. I've now gone through Hollywood. I've met different actors. I'm now at a point where I can tell you how I was back then. You wouldn't do this to any other sort of criminal or wrongdoer. You get it? If you're a religious person, you would believe that those who do not sin, let those who do not sin.
Do you know what? Yeah, but do you know
Hold
what
on.
I'll let you go.
Go on, say it.
I was
Cast the first stone, yeah. And if you're a believer in the criminal justice, once someone has served their punishment, they should be allowed to come out and rehabilitate.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying-
What I feel right
I'm
now
not
is
saying he should
you
be
man
punished.
are not
giving him.
you don't want him.
You feel like he's done his time. Now
He's come to a realization.
We're not calling for
But
him
do you know
to
why
be
it's different,
arrested.
though, by the way? Do you know why it's
You feel
different?
me?
Because I'm black though. If a criminal ever done something that's gonna affect me or my family, everyone else might forgive him, but I'm not,
because he was the victim.
Do you get it? I'm not.
Now in this,
you can't punish a man for his thoughts.
I'll give
big man,
Junior.
You can be angry if you want to.
But no one's saying punish him.
Of course you can have them thoughts.
No. Hold on, Jay. It's not about whether you have certain. You can't have certain thoughts. Whether you can, yeah. You said, you can't blame a man for his thoughts, bro. If someone came and said, they've had thoughts of raping women, we would react in a certain way. Boom. We're reacting. You cannot. 1 second.
What if he's never said? What if he never says it then?
No. But we can't say that because he has said it now, and we know it now. We've been made aware of it. We would then act accordingly.
How would you act?
In that way,
you would beat him with a stick, right?
I'll beat him with the same stick.
Now I wouldn't act like that. Hold on. Let me just at that point there. I won't use rape. I'll use child molester. Hold on.
I was going to use that same one.
And what I'll do, is if he was telling me, I'd tell this guy to seek help ASAP.
Real help.
But genuinely, between me and you, I could not tell you that I wouldn't look at this guy and think, what a dirty scumbag.
Yeah, but I would think you're wrong for that.
No, okay, Junior, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
I feel like,
hold on.
In that very situation where someone is child molestation or it's rape, there is someone that's in the immediate danger. That's a woman and that's a child.
Would you not rather know then?
Yeah, 100%.
What's the point of?
If I've got the option to know,
Junior, actually, let me ask you a question.
Beat him up for being
Junior. Let me ask a question.
I will not beat him up.
Let me ask a question.
No, metaphorically.
No, Junior,
which is what you're doing to Liam Neeson now.
Junior, let me ask a question. Yeah. If let's say you're married now, you got kids,
yeah,
and then someone like, I don't know, your Mrs. Uncle or someone, a family member comes out and gives a random story around, I don't know, Sunday dinner, whatever, just random out the blue, no one's asked, and talks about how in their past, they had thoughts of molesting kids, little girls, and they spoke about it and said, and then after I felt bad, I went for 2-hour walks, I spoke to my priest about it and I realized how bad it was, but they're speaking about the fact that they once had thoughts, genuine thoughts, and not just thoughts, they actually went out there looking to molest a kid, cool, 40 years ago, that's cool. Junior, would you in your wildest dreams ever leave your little girls around that person?
Of course not, though.
There you go. But you're
I don't know what that proves.
You're trying to ask why we shouldn't forgive, that we should just forgive him and think, it's all done, it's all good, it's all kosher. No, he's done it. He's come out and he said it, and I appreciate him for saying
that was a bad example.
Jay, you said to me that why would I beat him with that stick? Yeah, you're telling me that you wouldn't look at a man in another way, in another light, when he's come to you and told you, I've had these thoughts. You wouldn't. Is that what you're telling me?
No, of course I would. In my mind. I would keep it in my mind because I would think it's more important to help this person than push him further away.
The first thing I said is seek help. But Jay, you can't come with this whole push him further away nonsense. He's a danger, mate.
Yeah, but then what?
He reacted to that.
But then what? Just say the way
immediate danger right now. The immediate danger, right, is someone that's gonna.
You'd even want him secluded from any child or anything, mate.
Now, looking at it from Liam Neeson's case, if you're a racist who wants out, and you look at how this guy
who wants out, what do you mean by who wants out?
If you're another racist that wants out, that
wants to stop being racist,
you're on a brink of thinking.
What do you mean by wants out?
You want out of racism. You don't want this life no more.
Stop being racist.
As in you want
yeah. What? That can't happen.
No, carry on.
That can't happen.
No, because I don't think the process works like that.
No. I've heard of a EDF member who said, I was in that life. I was with EDL. I thought foreigners were my enemies. Until he took a road and he says, I'm out of that life. Are you saying that can't happen?
No, he experienced something.
You experienced something, and then you reach a point where you say, no,
exactly. Hold on, I'm not finished. Yeah,
carry on.
Because that man's gone through a process and he's not come out the other side. Yeah. Now, if you're a man who's thinking that you want to come out of that process, that toxic world that you're in, but you see a man who was there and come out of it, he's told his story, and the whole world's turned against him. What are you going to do? Are you going to seek help?
Mate, I don't think it works like that.
Are you going to seek help?
Well, no, because you know what's going to happen.
Because you know you're going to be berated. The whole world's going to come into you. And what are you going to do? You're going to suppress your feelings.
No,
but you understand?
I don't think it works like that when it comes to racism. right?
Why not?
No, because you don't. I don't think anyone goes around thinking, "Man, I hate being a racist."
I hate being a racist. That's not how it
Nah,
works.
doesn't. You don't go around saying that.
But do you accept that there's people that have been racist and are not racist anymore? Well then, so there is a journey then.
No, there's an
No,
experience.
listen,
they went
bro,
through. There's an
bro,
experience.
there isn't a point where you say, I want to stop being racist. You don't have that conversation with yourself. You go through something and
There's
then
an experience
you
that
experience something.
No, but you need to know that you're going to be met with positivity when you act.
You're going on as if you say, oh, you know what? I want to stop this thought of being
I hate-
racist.
you
I
know
want to
that
stop
I
being
hate-
racist.
But
That's
No, a realization. You come to a realization. Like you said, you come to a realization. When you come to that realization, you then need to speak to someone, no? Or do you expect them man to just deal with it by themselves?
So we're meant to just hear the story and brush it aside.
No, I'm not telling you how you're meant to feel about the story. I'm telling you how I feel about a story. You get it? I think if I had a friend who was a drug abuser, yeah, I would want him to know that you can come to me and we can go seek help.
Yeah,
but if my response is,
but
It doesn't work like that.
Abigail just triggered me, you know. Someone read this message, please.
Let me read this.
And I
one
love
out.
Abigail, you know. Abigail, I love you, you know, but not.
Can you read it? That's it.
Bro,
no, read them because I ain't.
Oh,
Yo.
okay, cool. So basically, where are we? Shouts to everyone that's locked in, by the way. Vanessa says, even though his thoughts were 40 years ago, actually, Vanessa, it tallies with the current brutal racial incidents. Junior, you should be his manager. The way you're narrating the story, she rolls her eyes. Joanne says it exactly, Vanessa. Joanne then goes on to say that man is still racist and wanted us to applaud him for changing his thinking 40 years later. He's a big man, you know, Junior. He's got TV and knows what goes on, especially in America. So for him to express his thoughts from the past in such a loser manner is not okay. In such a loose manner is not okay. Nanta Shakira gives us a shocked face. Abigail says, but Nat Turner was a rebellion slave who went around plantations killing lots of white people, including innocent ones, because of slavery. So having hateful thoughts is just human. Liam Neeson was only revealing his truth about his mental state decades ago. I love triggering Hakeem.
I mean,
Why are you triggered?
here's what I'm triggered, right? we as black people, yeah, we have a there's this thing within the black community, yeah, where if we shine light, yeah, on something that a white person's done, yeah, there's always some of us, and that's exactly what Abigail's done, yeah, quick to say, oh, but look what we've done. Do you get it?
Rather than look
At the issue, instead of concentrating on the issue of Liam Neeson here, yeah, she's telling us to remember what
whereas bad
Nat Turner did, under the conditions of slavery,
bro.
bro.
We've been conditioned to think like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a madness.
Yeah, that is a condition.
You can't compare the two.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Can you imagine her thought process? Do you understand?
Yeah.
The
That's
conditions that Nat Turner would have been in.
Yeah.
Do you understand? For her to go out there and think, she would have actually believed. Can you blame any black person in that time to believe that there is no innocent white person?
There wasn't any innocent
At
white
that
person.
plan-
I
in
can
the
tell you that.
plantation.
I can tell you that without a doubt. There was no innocent white person during slavery. Not one.
You don't know what she went through. She would have seen her family members, her herself, whipped, raped, enslaved, murdered, hung, set on, dogs set on to
Yeah, he
eat
saw his
them
woman
alive.
get raped. He saw, he.
I get that, yeah. But you can't compare the two. This was
You
even
can't
his
compare.
woman.
No.
You get it?
I'm talking about Nat Turner. I'm not even talking about my man, by the way. Yeah, I'm talking about.
So it's like
But I
comparing the
think-
two.
yeah,
First of all, is mad, and secondly, even if we are to put our hands up and say, Nat Turner was wrong. Even if we were to say that,
Yeah. Which
Nat
we're not
Turner
gonna say.
was wrong, which we're not going to say.
Yeah.
But even if I was to give Abigail that and say, Nat Turner was wrong,
Yeah.
does that even it out?
No.
Does that even out the playing field of saying that what my man thought his thought process were okay because we as
We've
black
done-
people
One-
have
once
done
upon a
too?
time,
Once
one
upon a
black
time,
person
one
done
person
it.
had it.
Nah.
Yeah, no, I think it's a bigger problem, I think this right here is a bigger problem where, but I think I also think it plays into what John Barnes done. You know that.
Yeah,
Well, because the thing
Jay
is-
doesn't see
Yeah,
it.
Jay, I
Do you know what?
really
The thing is,
Nah.
there's a time and a place here for
that.
a collective outrage,
And that's
Do you
us,
get it?
man.
Do you get
Us
it?
lot.
And
We
it's-
discuss
it's-
like this.
It's annoying the fact that someone was given a platform and said
For
the
that,
biggest story, the biggest. By the way, from this,
What did you want him to say?
Let me finish.
So
From
what he wanted to
this whole thing, Liam Neeson's story,
I'm feeling what
the
Big
biggest
is
thing that's
saying.
been talked about is John Barnes' response. How many white people are going to come out and say, But John Barnes said this.
They already did, bro.
A bunch of them.
Yeah.
And that was the same
But
thing with
That's more damage.
One
by the way,
second.
to our cause.
No.
That does, Jay.
Listen,
That does a lot of
listen, Diggs. Come on, man. You can't do that. You can't do what you're doing. You can't say that he should say something that he doesn't feel is right just because white people are going to jump on. White people will always hold up the black person. No, it's that.
It's not that, Jay. It's not that.
That's actually not.
John Barnes believed what he said. So you think
Cool, but keep quiet. Don't say it.
What would you have been happy
I'll tell you what. The
with?
biggest issue we have as black people, yeah, and the reason why certain like what Gucci did, yeah, with their advert, yeah, the reason is we as black people have failed throughout time to speak with one voice. Do you understand? Yeah. When that whole was it Nivea?
Yeah.
The whole advert thing, yeah? And Dove and Junior, I was with you in terms of boycotting them, yeah. So we need to boycott their stuff. Yeah? There were equally as many black people saying we don't. Yeah. And that's the reason why so many individuals and corporations and governments feel like they are empowered to do and say whatever they want about our people because we don't stand up for ourselves. Yeah. Junior, there's no way. Yeah, I'll use the Jews for example. Yeah, I'll use the Jews for example. Yeah, how often do you hear any Jew? How often you're on a public level? Yeah. Criticizing their community,
saying what we're doing is wrong, guys.
Never.
No.
I can't let you have that because I've heard a lot of Jews.
No.
National radio station.
Chill them come, yeah. Or situations where what do you call it? A white person's done something, yeah, and then white people come out. Do you understand? Yeah, and criticize their fellow white people on a mass level. Very few times it happens. But at the same time, there's equally this whole sense of silence that they do. Do you understand? If they don't have anything positive to say that benefits their community, they keep quiet. We, on the other hand, when this story dropped, of a white celebrity talking about he had thoughts of killing a black man, why is the first public figure to come out and say something? A black man defending him,
story, by the way.
And that's the issue that we have as black people.
Please, man. I have to put you lot right.
No. My problem is that again, I know what John. I know where John Barnes is coming from. I know his chain of his thought process. But another white man that's watching that will look at that and think, exactly, John. Yeah. Another man that's watching that, Ashley Cole, will think, exactly, Ashley. Yeah. There is no problem.
Right.
That's what I have.
Now, let me tell you something, yeah? That same white man will have the same thought whether John Barnes says something or not.
No, not necessarily.
No, of course he would.
No, but he's going to
see them every time.
But he's going to use John Barnes to better his argument.
It doesn't matter. He will always have that argument.
Why are we empowering them,
Is his argument going to change because John Barnes didn't say anything?
Let me tell you
don't fuel him.
His argument is different, though. His argument is now different.
His argument.
He's got a reference point.
He's got a reference point, first of all, and second of all, there's
Of course I get that, but he will say it without John Barnes' reference.
Jay, let me tell you something. And I think you're smarter than this because I feel like you know that there's going to be black people as well that will listen to John Barnes and think, yeah, you're right. Exactly. Like Ashley Cole came on. I'm telling you, there's black people that are going to listen, watch Ashley Cole.
Ashley Cole's track record is bad on racism. John Barnes, I won't have anyone talk about John Barnes' record on racism because he's been there.
No, just because he's been there doesn't mean that he's right now, and that doesn't mean that every time he comes out and speaks, he's in the truth, bro.
Boogie, don't go on as if man are not going to just watch the John Barnes interview. They are on Sky News. They're not going to check man's track record.
But I am because I know
you are. Now that's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm not going to misjudge it for other people. I know what I know.
That's Junior because Junior takes an interest in that. However, there's someone else that would watch it and come to their conclusion, having seen John.
How do you cater for that person?
You don't talk about nonsense and come out that we pull in the same direction.
You don't come out at all.
Let me tell you what. Let me give you an example. Like Hakeem said, I was telling you, man, in the car, the situation that the Chinese people had with Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana come out. They've done an advert. They've got someone that's using chopsticks eating pizza, and the person's struggling to use the chopsticks. Chinese people boycotted Dolce & Gabbana. The owner's come out and he said he's done a rant on Instagram. He said a few things. They don't agree with it. They've boycotted D&G. D&G were meant to have one of their biggest campaigns of the year last year. As a collective, they said, no, we're not doing this. Us as black people need to do that way more. We don't pull.
Do you know that Jews collectively, most Jews till this day don't buy German products?
Yeah, they don't.
They don't.
Yeah, they
because
don't.
of the history. We as black people don't have that mentality, bro.
I don't disagree. By the way, I do not disagree on anything that you men are saying, except for when it comes to Liam Neeson himself. Yeah, John Barnes. People are going on like John Barnes said he was right to have them thought 40 years ago. He's not. Hold on, please, man. Please.
No.
The only thing I liked about John Barnes' interview is when he called out Churchill.
Don't talk about people. I saw that as well.
I want to know why you're mad at John Barnes. This is what he said. Hold on, I'm going to tell you what John Barnes said.
Said anything.
I told you.
How can you not say anything?
No, go on, Jay.
How can you no one asked? John Barnes said, yeah.
No one asked, bro.
No, he did ask. He was.
No one asked.
No, let me tell you what he said, and you tell me why you're annoyed at this.
No, I know what he said.
No, let Jay speak.
Let me say it, bro. Yeah? John Barnes said he applauds this honesty because it opens a dialogue. Now we can have this conversation.
Yes.
Why are you mad at that?
What I'm mad about John Barnes here. John Barnes was saying that
he shouldn't have said that.
One sec. No, let me speak as well then.
Sorry.
Mate. John Barnes come out and said that the story is being spun as if to say Liam Neeson has come out and he wanted to kill a black person. You're now ignoring the fact that he said that. And that's what John Barnes said. And I'm looking at it and I'm watching it thinking, is this guy an idiot? And the reason why I'm saying that is because John Barnes, yes, we can have the conversation, but don't ignore the fact that
this guy had these thoughts 40 years ago.
He's had these thoughts 40 years ago, and that it's a current problem right now. There's a lot of people with these thoughts, and the consequences.
I think that's what John. I think that's exactly what John Barnes meant.
No, my bro.
That's what he meant.
No, my
these
bro.
problems are still going on now. This is why we need to have the conversation. This is what he was saying.
I tell you what. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Let me bring him.
Here's the thing. Jay. Here's why for me, that's BS about let's have this conversation. Do you know why, Jay?
And do you know what's really annoying, is that whenever there's actually black people trying to do things, in our community, it's always the people like the Kanye West that will go to Trump's house, start saying, it's always them guys.
John Barnes and Sky News, Ashley Cole
John
and
Barnes.
Sky Sports.
I can't allow you to put John Barnes in that category. I can't. I can't.
I'm talking about John Barnes and this specific
and this issue. I tell you what, Jay. Here's the thing, Diggs. Yeah,
that hurts me still.
Here's the thing. Yeah, and what he did hurts me. 100%. So we're equal. Here's the thing, Jay.
John Barnes has been through this racism thing more than any of us in this thing here.
Jay, understand.
So you can't say he's drumming the drum for white people.
Understand this. No, that's what I'm saying. But understand this. Yeah. Here's where I'm done hearing this. It's now opening up a dialogue. What dialogue is it opening up that hasn't been open for years? Are you trying to tell me that white people? Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that white people are just realizing through Liam Neeson's admission that there's racism? That there's other white people out there that it's opening up a dialogue? No, the dialogue's been open, bro.
No. Let me tell you.
But the issue's not being solved.
Let me tell you.
So I'm done trying to hear this whole thing about we need to have this dialogue, because who are we having a dialogue with? We ain't never gonna have this dialogue with white people because they ain't never gonna help us. These solutions ain't never gonna be done. So come down saying it's opening up a dialogue for who? For what?
I hear that. But let me come back.
You made that point as well. You made this point yesterday on Twitter, by the way. White people, racism benefits them the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would they want to change this? There's not. All this talk about I'm open. He's opening up a dialogue.
Clowning
he
me,
came. He right now. If you look at right now, if you look at the whole Liam Neeson story, John Barnes is literally the figurehead, the voice.
That's what we're even talking
people.
about. This is why I'm saying he should have just kept quiet. It changed the narrative.
What if we had another black figure on this topic? What would you want to hear that black person say?
I think he would have to speak for majority of black people.
100%.
And the majority of black people are outraged about those words.
My bro, you can't do that.
No, we can.
No.
I'll tell you what.
Let me come back at that comment right there. Let me come back.
Go ahead.
A majority can be wrong, my bro.
Yeah. Jay.
You can't say he should go because you know what?
Yeah. I hear you.
That's silly, bro. Come on, man. I'm trying to not get angry, but that's stupid, bro.
Why is that stupid?
This is what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
This is what I would want.
One second. Let me say this.
Come on, you can't say that, bro.
Let me say this, Jay. Yeah. By the way, this is the problem. By the way, because just because there's a minority of people that have certain views, because right now if you go to slavery, there were a few slaves that were saying this is good for us, this is good for us, right, bro? There was actually a minority of people, black people, that were saying all these things, right? But now we're trying to do something as a collective.
Where's the comparison?
No, he's just basically using the minority and majority.
A minority are going through something right now. Black people, we're going through some things right now.
Majority of slaves knew that they weren't in a great position.
That's what I'm saying. But there were a minority. They were saying that there was
always gonna be.
No, he's saying that there was a minority of slaves that actually believed
to be. Yeah, there were.
That they're in a good condition and that they shouldn't run. And those people that were like, let's leave, and like, why would I want to leave the plantation when master's?
I don't see the relevance of that point.
Now imagine those people in the minority, had the biggest voice, for example. Now, for the majority thinking, mate, we're in a bad place here. But because you shouldn't be speaking about these things, mate. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you get that?
Sorry?
Do you get what he's saying?
No, sorry, say that again.
Nah, I'm not gonna say it again.
No, sorry. I'm trying to bring up John Barnes's. I'm trying to bring up what John Barnes said.
No, bro, we shouldn't even be focusing on John Barnes, and that's the whole
You man
point.
brought him up though.
No, one second, Jay.
I never brought up John Barnes.
No, I brought it up. But one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to play John Barnes' interview.
I'm not playing his interview. I'm trying to tell the words you said. I told you, oh, this is what John Barnes said, and you said no, he didn't say that. Now I'm trying to bring it up.
Junior,
He actually didn't say that.
I never said that.
No, I said John Barnes said such and such, and you said no, he didn't say that.
I did not say that he never said that. I said he also said. Go back and listen to what I said, bro. I said I'm going to bring. No. You said John Barnes said such and such, and I said he also said, and I told you
what did he say that you wasn't happy about?
Basically, the
media
spinning it, and they're making it seem as though a black man has.
The media didn't spin nothing.
And I'm telling him the media hasn't spun nothing. Now listen, to your point, you've just said to me, what would you have wanted a black man to come out and say?
Yeah.
What I would have wanted is a black man to come out and say that the fact that someone, even if it's 40 years ago, has had these thoughts whereby they want to carry out a hate crime on any black person because of the actions of one black person
is wrong.
Is totally wrong. Another example we've had is, for example, the Zimmerman thing that is more recent with Trayvon Martin and issues like this whereby people are walking around with these thoughts. If we allow anyone with these thoughts to then carry it out, there'll be how many Trayvon Martins will there be?
Yeah.
I would rather someone speak along those lines, Jay. None of this bullshit about.
Do you want? So
brother,
do you want?
Are you gonna come on news and say the media's spinning it? Really?
Yeah.
Jay, that's
I
weak.
think the media focused on the wrong part of that story. I think there could have been a positive to come out of this story. I think. Listen.
How?
Do you want?
How? The positive how?
I'm bowing out of this
Do you want
convo.
a space?
He wants us to have this.
No.
Do you want a space where people that want to change can come and have a dialogue with other people?
Yes.
Do you want that space?
Understand what Mick is saying?
Do you?
What
let
Mick
me
is
ask you
saying?
one by one. Let me ask you one by one,
No,
please.
before you ask, I want you to clearly understand what Mick is saying. Mick ain't saying that we shouldn't have these dialogues. What Mick is saying that he would have rather, someone's now given a platform, address the issue differently, exactly how he broke it down. Do you understand? As opposed to he's now given a platform, and instead of using that platform to actually talk about the wider issue at hand, my man used it to attack the media, made it seem as though us as black people are being misled and misguided by the media, which wasn't the case.
Bro, you have misrepresented him. That's exactly what he did. He said there's a wider issue. That's exactly what he did. You're misrepresenting him deliberately because you're not happy with what he said. He said there's a wider issue that we need to discuss. This is exactly what the man said. You don't want to hear that though.
No, you're not listening. I'm not at one point have I said that he never said that.
No, hold on. You didn't say that. You did. You just did now. He could have used this to
concentrate on that.
He said it though.
No,
I saw the whole clip. I saw the whole clip of that interview. I saw the whole clip of that interview. The parts where he was talking about the wider issues at hand or whatnot. Was brief as comparison to him. One, attacking the media, and two, talking about Churchill, and him talking about how Liam's now a victim and whatnot. That took up the bulk of the interview, bro.
It was mad.
The part of him talking about there's a wider issue was a minority in the concept of the whole interview. And that's what he's saying, that should have been the entire aspect of his platform. We're given a platform, bro. Let's speak up for each other instead of trying to make excuses for the next man,
That's exactly what I was saying. But you know what, you man, just a quick one quickly, before we move on to the next topic. I'm going to go around quickly asking. Once a racist, always a racist, yes or no?
No.
Once a racist, always a racist. Again, once a racist.
I don't know, man.
Let's move on to the next topic because we're gonna be here till like 6 a.m.
I can't believe that. Next topic. I can't believe it.
what's crazy,
Can I tell
in here, I was expecting Junior to be the one.
Morgan,
No. Please. That's an insult, bro.
In a sense, one second. Sorry, let me explain that. Like I never know what you're gonna say,
Never
about racism.
No, about anything. Like I never know what. I never know
what side you're gonna
predict
take.
you. And I've told this guy. This guy's unpredictable.
But about racism.
No.
About any topic.
Even this.
Any topic.
I think about racism. I've got all of us on social media.
You're unpredictable. That's my point.
About racism.
Jay. How many times?
No, we're talking about racism.
And I'm
about
saying
every
about
topic.
any topic.
No, but we're talking about racism
unpredictable.
because you know me when it comes to racism.
That was my point as to why I said this guy reminds me of Piers Morgan because He's actually unpredictable. And I say
Alright.
you're unpredictable like that. That's why I'm saying that to you.
All right, cool. Let me tell you a little story here before we move on to the next topic. Yeah,
These comments are kind of funny still, but go on.
Germany, and I told this story on air before. Yeah, Germany came up with a new plan of how to tackle child molestation. Yeah, they said this is getting out of control. How do we now protect children? Yeah, they then came up with a plan to open a dialogue for potential child molesters
Yep, I
to
remember
be
that.
able to seek help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And child molesting cases went down. You know, they got a place where you got a lot of adults who know that this is wrong. You got some adults that don't think it's wrong.
Yeah.
They think it's cool what they're doing. You're not going to do anything to change them. Yeah. But the ones that think this is wrong, but if I go there, say this to anyone, I won't even leave that spot. I think I'll be killed on the spot. They opened that dialogue, and a lot of men were saved, if you want to say that, and they were then given a thing where they can control their emotions. They're helping
They
these
seek
men.
help, yeah.
Yeah. Now that's the story I wanted to tell you guys.
Yeah.
I see. If you break down that dialogue, you've got a lot more child molesters on the road who, at a point of breaking point, they're gonna harm a child.
Now, Jay, I don't actually disagree with you
Yeah.
when you're saying
That's
that.
the point of view that I'm coming from, by the way.
No,
That's the point of view.
I hear that.
I get what you're saying in terms
Yeah.
of we
I
shouldn't
get what you're
shut
saying
down the
when you say
conversation of racism, but in this situation, no.
Yeah. All right. Let's carry on. The next topic we're going to have is it true that once a cheater, always a cheater? Diggs, you go first.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. Nah, I don't think so. You know.
Yeah. Hold on. Before,
I don't think I'd.
before we move
cool
forward,
down, man.
before we move forward, black men don't cheat.
Black man don't cheat, man.
That's why me and my plug still speak. No, on a serious note though, go on, Digger.
Nah, I don't think so. You know, I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. I think, but the thing is, with cheating, yeah, I think. Well, I can't speak for myself, but for other people, I don't know if it's if you can ever truly know until you're put in that situation. Do you get what I'm saying?
To cheat.
Because if you ask someone, would you ever cheat? They might say, nah, I won't cheat. Because they're not been put in that situation.
Yeah, but
there'll come a time when they.
it just goes back to the reaction you're going to get. We all know what we're going to do. We know what the reaction is going to be when you tell someone, yeah, I would cheat. You know, you're going to be looked at in a certain way.
So you'd rather not.
You
say
rather
that you
not
would.
tell the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd rather not
In
tell
my
the
head,
truth.
I was thinking, when you said that, I was thinking, who in the world will actually say
Who
anything
says
other
yeah?
than that?
No one
Yeah,
says that.
no one says it.
Like a woman asks you, would you cheat? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I probably would. You know,
Like,
Bro,
you-
No,
you-
but this is not the question, dude. Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, so what?
it's to what you said.
So where were you going with that? Digger?
Yeah. What reaction to your comment?
no, but-
I've already told you once a cheater.
No, as in you made that comment. Where were you going with that specific comment?
Yeah,
Because you know what, yeah,
upset
if you-
still.
Yeah, I won't lie. But
He's rapping.
I can't lie. I'm pissed.
Yeah, go on, Digger.
Because the thing is, if you ask me, if you ask me would I ever cheat, I'll say no. Do you get it? But then I don't know if that
It might be
knows
different if you.
if I'm actually in that situation.
Nah, you know full well whether you cheat or not.
Nah.
What you tell the public is something different, but you know full well. There's man out there,
Yeah.
that's got a wife and got kids, and he's saying, "Put Beyonce in front of me. I am not jeopardizing that life. I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
And there's man out there that just walk out the door because they're not doing it. There's man that
man out there that
know.
will-
Now,
Put
if you
Beyonce in
say,
front of me, I ain't jeopardizing nothing. Put Megan Good in front of me, I'm risking it.
you understand? Now that's a man that it's good.
Megan Good, didn't
Yeah, Beyonce, I will look twice. Megan Good, Broski, I'll take one for the culture.
for the squad.
Megan Good, are you mad?
But
Once a cheat, always a cheat, Jay.
nah, of course not. Of course not. People change.
Yeah.
People change. You have to allow space for people to change. I think it would be silly for us to think that we're going to be the same person that we were whenever, however long ago. You get it? You could have cheated in your teens. Does that mean you're going to cheat in your 40s, in your 50s?
yeah.
I think it's quite ridiculous to think that you would.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you said. I think you can't paint someone with the same brush that you might have painted them with 10, 15
How
years
many
ago.
years ago? Yeah.
Or if a man's in a situation where he's in a relationship, he has a. I think it all depends on the dynamics of that current state. Because if someone's, for example, in a relationship for 6 months, he's 18 years old, are you going to say that guy at 40 years old, married, oh, once a cheat, always a cheat? You're going to label him with that?
With the same thing.
Yeah,
I don't think you can do that, can you?
That's well harsh, mate. Big man.
because I know what I truly think. But I don't
beg
think
you. Listen, I beg you.
With your
say
chest,
it
bro.
With
Yeah,
your
man.
chest.
I don't think I can put it out there.
Listen,
With your
listen.
chest.
Do you know what? Yeah,
Dun,
I
dun,
think when it comes to
dun.
men, yeah, then no, I think it's, that don't apply. Once they cheat, no, men can change.
Raw.
100%. I think just
I'm
because a man's
listening.
cheated
So,
in the
you
past.
You got my full attention.
Reload
bro.
this, man. Reload it. Say that one again.
Just because a man's cheated in the past, he can move on from that. You understand? Because our reasons for cheating, for other men, their reasons for cheating might be different.
Men
But
that are not black.
I don't know, man. I struggle to think that if a woman's cheated, I struggle to think that.
She can change.
Swear.
Mad. Madder.
That's mad.
Well,
100.
okay. And is it because of her reasons for cheating?
Yeah.
Does it say something about her character, basically?
Yeah, for me it does.
Is cheating something?
Did you see the angle?
I'm not on board. I'm not on board.
But you saw.
Man jumped ship.
I am not on board. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Someone's telling me to say it again. No,
Yeah,
honestly, I don't. I think-
reload it.
I genuinely think.
we
I
need,
genuinely
we
think.
need to get understanding.
I
of this.
genuinely think that once a woman cheats, I think
Should always be a cheat.
It's that term. It's that thing that once a good, once a good girl's gone bad,
That's it.
she's gone forever, bro.
Why though? Why?
I don't know, man. I just can't see it in them. I think
that's an angle
the
still.
notion of loyalty,
What-
is
what
gone
would you-
from their mindset.
Why would you not apply that to men, though?
We're different.
Because of the fact
You
that
don't cheat,
he said our reasons for cheating because
different.
it's solely on the act of just having
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
I'm correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong in it.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get it?
Yeah, we
Whereas
can
if a
control
woman
that.
cheats,
It's
he
different.
feels as though
There's a
Yeah.
void within her.
You get it?
Do you get it? There's
Yeah.
something, there's a void that I don't
That's-
think one man can ever fill.
before Facebook blows up, I got a feeling that a lot of women are going to come and say, it's 2019, women want sex and just that's all they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're there. We see them.
So what
on,
you-
we see them on Twitter. We see them. They're out here. They actually say it with their chest. I just wanna.
That's
I
just
wanna
my, that's
hear
just
it.
my theory. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true. Man ain't. I don't speak for the world.
No,
that's just my mindset.
You see that? Yeah, that's
just
today's
my-
said it with your chest moment.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
mindset.
that is just
Yeah.
I think once a woman's
Do you
gone,
Do you know what-
gone,
do
yeah.
you know what's
She's
funny,
gone,
bro?
bro.
Do you know what's funny? I think all of us. Yeah. Remember when we done the red flags, by the way? I think all of us said if a girl's cheated in the past,
Would you ever?
Would you ever?
We flagged
Yeah.
it off.
flagged it
Yeah.
off.
100%.
We actually flagged it
I
off.
think there's a difference though. There's a difference. We're not saying she won't never change.
yo,
we're just
listen,
saying.
hold on. There's a girl who
wanna-
actually agrees with me. You know,
Way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you need to draw for that comment sharpish.
she just said,
draw for that
I actually
and-
agree
and-
with Hakim. It's
you
not
need
double
to
standards. It isn't double standards.
No, it is.
One, the reason it's not double standards, one, because women believe, if you used to sit here and ask women the same thing, they'll tell you, once a man cheats, that's it. Do you
They don't-
understand?
they don't believe it, though.
A lot of women do.
They don't
You
believe it,
ask-
though.
You ask
They'll
most
say
women,
it, they don't believe it. You know
turn
why?
around and
No, no,
They say
you know-
they say that once a cheat, always a cheat. That terminology, by the way, comes from women. It don't come
but
from
it
us,
just
man.
rings. I think it just rings.
What's funny though is that you could tell a woman that you cheated in your past relationship, but she will always have this
This
faith
is you
in
now.
herself.
Yeah.
that this is you now, and this is me. I'm gonna change that.
By the
You
way,
ain't gonna
we
do
know that about
again.
women. They're very
They've got a-
forgiving.
yeah, they
you know,
are.
they think, raw, all right, that's you in the past. This is you now.
you now.
They're just
They've got
they're
that
innocent like that. By the way, we're not. We're like, raw. You used to sleep around, yeah.
Just for me on my end,
But
like,
you be
if
funny.
if you come to
I
me,
think times are changing in terms of that. By the way,
nah. If you
Men,
come,
men, men,
men,
are accepting.
men are now trying to change women in our own way.
women are.
in what
Should
way?
I say it with my
No way to
chest?
that point.
Say it with your chest.
Should I say it with my chest? No word of a lie. Yeah.
Yeah,
In
go on,
2019,
Chat to me.
women are worse than men. You can't tell me otherwise, bro.
In terms of
Everything cheating. Women are worse than men, you know. I'll give you an example, yeah? And I was clowned. I woke up to like 30, 40 messages in my inbox, you know. Last night I spoke about the issue of, early this morning, yeah? I don't know if you saw it on my snap, I put up the fact that I prefer loyalty over love.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I gave one example where I was like, I know situations, yeah, where someone has expressed their love for their partner, yeah, to the very same person they're sleeping with on the side. Do you get it? Hence why for me, love don't really do it for me. I go, people thought, yeah, I meant
about
that's
himself.
been done to me. Yeah. that a woman is out there.
Well, you're getting sorry
Yeah.
in your inbox.
Yeah. People are like, don't worry. You know, women are. I'm like, yo, that ain't about to
I'm just
happen to me.
bringing it down.
Do you understand? But and I'm gonna say it with my channel. I'm gonna keep it real. That example comes from the fact that you see me. The amount of times I've been involved with a woman, yeah, and she's got someone, and she talks about how she
You're
loves
a
that person.
bad
Or the amount of times, yeah. No, when I say involved, I don't mean actually sleeping with her. In terms of women approaching or women talking, or you start a conversation with a woman, yeah, and she'll flat out. In this day and age, women are straightforward. You know? Bro, you see that chill and grow place? Women don't. Bro, it's the devil.
You're
you know?
gonna kill a lot of guys.
No, I'm
You're gonna
saying
kill a lot of
it.
guys right now.
I'm saying it. Yeah, women will approach you, and a woman approached me this
You're
Sunday.
El Presidente, though.
This
It's gonna
Sunday,
happen.
and she was like, "Listen," and she was like, "Listen, I want."
Yeah.
I was like, "But ain't you with?" She said, yeah. I just want. And I'm like, raw.
Yeah, it's mad stuff.
Like it's mad. Women move mad, you know.
No,
God's honest truth. If I wasn't scared of my life ending, yeah, I would actually.
You'd be on a bad thing.
You see my inbox. Yeah, I'll put it out there for the world to
El
see.
Presidente.
Women move mad, bro.
El Presidente.
big
In the
boy.
building.
It's like
My
women
God.
move mad
But
in
let me ask you a
2019,
question.
you
Yeah.
know.
Nah.
When you say
I hear
women
you,
are
man.
worse here, do you mean they are worse
Than they
at
were
cheating,
before?
or are they better at cheating than men? Do they
Women
do it
have
more?
no. Women have always been better at cheating than men. Always. Yeah.
But
Because
you
listen,
think now they cheat more than men?
a woman,
Do we-
now it's
do we-
way more.
Do you all
Do
agree
they
with
cheat
that?
more? Do they cheat more than men? But
I think right now.
One sec.
If it's not more, yeah, it's an evil
One
playing
sec, one
field.
sec. First of all, are women better at cheating than men?
100%.
100%.
Yeah,
100%, bro.
100%.
you can
And
actually
then-
go years without.
101.
You may never know what your woman's done.
You
with
raise a
it.
child that ain't yours, bro.
Listen, brother, you'll be in the bed with her and she's on the phone to the Donny. and you think she's talking to one of her girls.
Trust me, bro.
But you know what? You know what? You know why? You know why? By the way,
as well,
they are better at cheating naturally. But you know what else is on their side?
Yeah.
The other guy plays along.
Yeah.
Because we don't care.
He knows the code.
Yeah.
He
That's
knows the
sad,
code.
you
He
know.
knows
He
code.
wants to
He
do.
ain't trying to jeopardize nothing.
Whereas
We
women
play
is
along.
different. Women is different. Like
She'll shout it
if
from
you
the
hurt,
rooftop.
100%. Do you
Your
get what
man
I'm
was
saying?
sleeping with me.
But women are definitely.
and your nigga on my crib last.
Women are smarter. Yeah. They're more cunning. They're more slick. They're more devious. A woman will play you like you're a game, bro, and you wouldn't even know. You'll be thinking you up here.
You're
yeah?
down there, my G.
Bro, women.
Hey, that's sad, man.
I play you like a piano, right?
Yeah, we have to say truth. Us
Hey,
men, yeah.
sad, man.
Even back in the days when, even if we did outplay, even if we did outplay women,
it's a
yeah.
tremendous
If
statement.
back in the days, even if we did outplay women in terms of numbers, yeah, they were still always better at it than us.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the reason why men have this stigma of men are cheat is because
We're
women.
whack.
You see this thing we have here, that code
We're
we have.
whack.
Yeah.
We're
You
rubbish.
see that code we have? Yeah, about you don't snitch on your boy. Women are 10 times better than that. Women don't snake other women.
Yeah, you know that's true, you know.
They don't at all.
They
You
only
ain't-
do it when they invested.
when they invested with them.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Or when
They
they're
don't
trying to get a
invest.
man in trouble.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Or when they're trying to get a man in trouble, but never
Yeah.
to get another woman in trouble.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Never that. You know?
You're right, you're right,
Women,
you're right.
bruv. Can't trust no women in 2019. You know? Nah,
Hey, where are we gonna find wives?
nah.
Well, it's mad at it, yeah.
Hey, it might be
It's bad on these
brother.
streets.
It might be
Jay. We've been chilling grill, yeah? Yeah?
I'm not El Presidente, though.
No. There's been movements, you know. When man's been oscillating that, you know. Yeah? But you know where them bulls are coming from, bro? Yeah? them bulls that already have tags on them, you know?
You're killing me.
It's bad.
It's mad, you know.
Oh, God. It's been Mourinho already, yeah?
Bro, they already got agents.
You're just finishing the final pass, but
Bro, transfer season.
I need to go chill and grow more, I think, man. My life could get exciting, I feel. Could get a bit better, innit? Could get a bit better.
Hey, it's mad in the
Women are
streets,
worse
man.
than men in this
Jesus
day and age.
Christ.
Hey, and
Yeah, when it
based
comes
on
to-
what I've seen, that's why I stand by my words.
No, I think based on what
You
I've
men
seen
are
as
cheering
well,
me
yeah.
up, I can't-
Based on what I see, yeah. We as men, yeah, we just don't know how to. We're all over the place, basically. Like we get caught, as in we get caught on such nonsense. Like
Yeah,
a
we're whack,
woman
you
would
know.
never get caught over the things we get caught.
They've got a defense league,
Yeah, man.
It's
They've
mad.
got a plan a third plan.
They got a plan for the plan.
For the plan. Huh?
Yeah, and we just can't keep up
And
with
if the
that.
third plan fails, she's got a fifth one that's gonna counteract that one.
Yeah.
Bro.
She might draw for the fourth one. This is sick.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, yeah? If you as a man jump out of a relationship, yeah, more times any woman you're involved with in the next few months, yeah, you've either just met her, yeah, or it's just a quick thing. Do you get it? It's nothing serious. You see, gal, yeah, if she jumps out of a relationship today, yeah, any man you see her around within the next few months, that brother's been about. That brother's been about,
Yeah.
and he's just he's literally
You got
just,
told to warm up.
But you know,
it's just a quick sub thing, you know.
Warm up. You're coming on.
Nah, women
Hey,
are
I would
dangerous.
die here. Let me ask you
man.
a question. Yeah, someone have a look at their Facebook thing. See if we need to read anything. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
there's any more that we're gonna say about this.
Joan
I'm
says, yeah, and men have no loyalty when they think you look good. Your own friends tell us what you do. Exactly. That's why we're saying that you lot are better at it
yeah,
because
back
you
the
lot have
snakes
that
out here,
code.
you know.
Yeah, man.
These
You
men.
see, man.
these
see
men are
these-
clowns, though.
Hey, there's a lot of clowns.
See
Man,
these
snaking
boys, yeah.
man, as in-
Guys, snake it.
You see
out
where
here.
girls stick to their code?
Yeah.
When there's nothing invested. Guys will be on this side not sticking to the guy code.
And he ain't even promised nothing.
And he's just there. Just,
Man,
just,
promised.
Hence why I
there.
said- and
he
the-
thinks I might have a 20% chance of banging.
And I just
That's it.
drown
Let me
that guy.
drown that guy. I even said that again when I turned around and said this whole love, loyalty over love thing. Yeah, what I turned around and said, yeah, we snake our own friends and family, yeah, over lustful or financial gain, and a brother will move to his boy or his brother or family member. He'll move to his uncle's thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If he thinks that there's an opportunity, you know,
Yeah.
man's laughing.
I'm just thinking because there's uncles in Uganda here that do that to to the younger lot.
Yeah.
The uncle's trying to move to the younger lots.
Bro,
100.
It's mad.
It's
And I
mad.
can't even lie. There's an uncle of ours that's got, hey, woman, nice. And if she ever did, give me a chance.
where do you think
I'm
that
sorry,
comes
uncle.
from, bro? Where do you think that comes
I'll
from?
roll through.
Man was in Uganda,
This
yeah.
is
I saw my
mad.
uncle's thing, yeah. I was like, yo, uncle, you getting old, you know.
Can you handle this?
What
Tag me in. Tag me in. Hey.
I've got this.
Are you mad? Now people are snake, man are snaky at it,
Jesus
but
Christ.
Hey,
women have that code.
Now I don't rate them, man. You know what?
You can't rate them.
no.
man.
That guy's cheating on you.
There's a lot of fools out there.
That's
There's a lot of fools out there. Any messages on Facebook? I want us to move on.
Everyone's busting up you though.
It's mad out here.
Yeah, it's not
They've come off me now, yeah.
not the same thing.
But you know what? The game is the game. The game is the game.
Yeah, but it's obviously it hurts when you understand that the rules have been
Manipulated.
manipulated. You know what I'm saying?
The only worry I have here is where are we gonna find wives? I want to get married.
Yeah, man. I keep.
Bro, yeah.
You said this last
Bro,
week.
do you know what it is, yeah?
that's
Do you know what you
worried
need to
about
do?
I need to get
Do
married.
you know what you need to do, yeah? Get married, yeah? Just let your woman be, bro. Don't invest nothing. Don't invest your heart.
Be professional.
Nothing. Be professional about it. Understand it's a business.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Fire.
It's mad. No, listen,
Because I'm telling you now, yeah, she's gonna cheat. She's gonna cheat, bro.
Hey, Diggs hates the idea of love. He hates that bullshit.
For those of you that ain't watching, Diggs is in the background just nodding his head. And then just said, spoken.
Hey, Diggs, what nothing to do with love, you know.
What, you don't want to love now?
Nah,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
But we're not loving Diggs.
Nah, man.
Nah.
I'm a lover man, man.
Yeah, you have to love, man.
You gonna get hurt, bro.
Listen,
I don't know. I'm not trying to get hurt though.
There you
Love-
go.
I'm not that
Mate.
much of a lover man.
You
Still.
man, you
gonna get
love
hurt.
over everything.
Nah, you
Mate,
can't
I
tell me love over
Except
everything,
for
bro.
broken
I
heart.
told you last week. What I said last week.
Bro, how have you had the
But
kid?
I've agreed with you though.
What's the love over everything?
What did you say last week?
He
I
said,
said love. I've heard that's naive. That love is it's a naive way of thinking, basically. Yeah.
Talk to me. Go
As
on.
in, when I'm looking for a wife, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think love is top 3, top 4.
nah.
Why is
Things are
what-
You're right. You're right.
One second.
It shouldn't be. No, should it be, man?
And I hear you, but when you say love is naive,
Yeah, you can't.
have you always thought that?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I have.
I haven't always thought that.
Nah, man has
Screaming that for a
Nah.
bit still. You know
No,
why?
I haven't.
Man's had to been,
Love-
man's had to
One
go
sec,
through
one sec,
things still.
Go on, Diggs.
No, I haven't because you know what? What would I say? My
Because
first,
how would you explain? Go on, sorry.
basically, if I say like my first 2 relationships, yeah, I was madly in love. Did you get it?
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, man.
hey, that's cute.
Yeah,
That's
by the way,
real
that's exactly,
cute.
that's exactly how I look at it though.
Well, it's
Mate,
cute.
I was cute back then. That
That
right.
moving
With his chest, you know.
Do you get what I'm saying?
With his chest, you know, live
But
on
then if I
air.
really look at it, if I don't really look at it, yeah, the reasons why.
But are you wounded?
One
though?
sec. The reasons why.
Is that a wounded animal talking?
Might be a
Nah,
wounded
it's
animal,
not. It's
man.
not. You know, because you know what? Every relationship I've had has ended, right? There's certain reasons why those things ended, right? And it didn't work out. And I think part of it was the fact that I was naive not to see certain things. Did you get it? And
Maybe-
right now, love just won't be the main thing.
Now, you know
that I
the
look
difference.
at.
Maybe with me, the things that he might have not seen, I've always seen them.
Really,
You know
saying
what I'm
who hurt
saying?
you, Diggs?
I've had the fundamental of knowing that love
Understand.
doesn't build a relationship.
Yeah.
Bruv, I
You
was
get
so
it.
dreams,
Nah, but
bro.
your first relationship though.
Yeah, man was so dreams.
I knew from early, bro.
Yeah, same.
I knew from early.
I did.
I've
Man,
had
I'm
talks
with
with
you,
Popsy.
yeah. Mate, I
Popsy has told me certain things, and I've gone with it. You get it?
Man was
in there
naive
head
enough
first.
to think
Man
that
went
love was a
head first
thing,
in
you know.
love.
Man went deep end with no floats.
Man, listen,
But love will blow him.
I thought this is it, man. You know, you give your all.
Wow.
Like
Is it?
me, like I gave my all, yeah.
Heart on the sleeve.
Not once, not twice. I'm not gonna say how many times still, but man gave my all, you know.
Would you say? Would you say?
Ain't never doing that again, bro.
Yeah,
Called it.
Love don't mean nothing. Love don't mean nothing. I'll tell you now. For me, listen. If you're offering man loyalty, yeah.
He's breaking it down.
As long as you're loyal, as long as you got my back,
Yeah.
as long as you down to ride, then we good, yeah. But if you think for a second, I don't think I'll even ever again ask a woman, do you love me ever again? Cause I don't want to know.
None of
I
your
don't
business.
care.
It's none of your business.
Ain't none of my, how you feel is your business. Yeah? As long as you're playing the game, yeah. How you feel is none. Of your, as long as you're playing the
Is
game,
the structure
pretend
correct?
to
Is
love,
the
man.
fundamental good?
Pretend to love, man. Pretend to care. Do you understand?
Yeah.
As long as you're playing your part in this business that we got going on, because that's all it is. Yeah. Then we're good. You do your
It's a
part.
partnership.
It's a partnership, bro.
I can't fault that logic.
You do
I
your
can't fault
part.
it.
I'ma do mine. How you feel? That's your business. If you wanna, if you wanna go and,
But you know,
are you saying?
Do you know with me? Yeah.
So where are you though? One sec, sorry. Are you saying that from the fact that you don't want to be hurt? Why?
Yeah, and
Is
that's
it-
how
are
I
you
feel.
protecting something?
I feel as
No,
though
I just feel like love leaves you vulnerable, and love sells you dreams, and love makes you look at things irrationally.
Now, this is what I think.
You can trust someone you shouldn't be trusting.
In
The whole world can
response
tell
to
you
that-
something about someone,
Yeah.
yeah. But because you're emotionally invested with that person,
but
can't see it.
you ignore it and can't.
in
None of
response
that.
in response to what Akeem said, yeah. First of all, I think that there's a way you lot talk with a bit of vim. I don't know if it's a guard. I feel like you've got a guard up, or or you've been wounded, or whatever.
David De Gea type of guard. I'm not even gonna try and deny it, bro.
Not even taking a
Israel
chance.
type of God.
Bro, love is just not in my
Man's
plan.
Golden State point guard type. Nah.
But I feel as though
You know what I can't do, yeah?
sometimes you do have to feel vulnerable. You have to be.
What for?
Yeah, but I can't let love break me. I'm not afraid to be in love.
Now
I'm
that's-
not afraid to be loved.
now-
But I can't let it break
Now
me.
that's
It
the thing.
can't break
Now
me. To change my mentality.
I'm ready to be vulnerable. I'm ready to love someone. I'm ready to. But if it doesn't go according to plan, I promise you, this guy won't walk
can't
out and
fall
I'm all
apart.
over the place.
Yeah.
Let
me ask a question.
I'll get my shit together.
Let me
I'll
ask
sweep
a
my shit
question.
together.
We go again.
And we're
Let me ask
moving
a
it.
question.
Yeah.
We might walk slowly because we're injured, but we're up. We're gonna get running. I promise you.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a
100.
question. Yeah. What am I gonna get out of love that I can't get out of love?
Hey, you know what?
Please tell me.
This is.
Please tell me.
You know what's funny to me is that these men are just they're co-signing each other.
Not on it. They're not on it.
What am I gonna get?
Nah, just
by being in love.
companionship.
No. But let me tell you something.
Bro,
Hakeem, let me tell you something. Have you? We're all grown. We've had encounters with different women. I can honestly say to you now, yeah, the couple women that loved me,
But those are the best moments.
according to me, I can tell that this woman loves me.
Yeah.
There's a way in which women act when they genuinely love you. You get it? Loyalty and love, we've concluded they're two different things.
Yeah.
But we know, right, this woman loves you. You know when she goes out of her way to do something to get you out of a certain situation over and over and over
Do you
again.
feel like loyalty can do that?
yeah. If you have my back, loyalty is about having my back.
Do you see what he's
If
saying?
you're
Yeah, I do,
down
I
for
do.
man.
Love doesn't need to be there.
Yeah,
Love don't. That's what I'm trying to say.
That
That what do I get from love? That, bro.
I do
Let me
think there's a
even-
difference.
let me
though.
even bite
I
my
think
tongue.
I think there's a difference.
Don't bite
yeah.
your
No,
tongue.
there is a difference, yeah. And I'm letting you know, yeah, that I'm good on the loyalty side of the fence.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'll
see that?
take
You see
loyalty.
that? You see that other
Are
side?
you basically saying love boosts your loyalty? Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
No.
it doesn't. Love is
I don't think they go hand in hand. I think the
Love is love is. I think love is
They're
love and
different
loyalty
things,
is
yeah.
loyalty. Yeah.
love is the
it's
biggest scam sold to mankind, bro.
Hey, we've got Valentine's topic coming.
Yeah, do man. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
And we have an after dark question, by the way.
We're touching on Valentine's, and man's telling me it's a scam. Man
bro.
telling me it's a
Done it.
scam.
Yeah,
Boy,
100%. Valentine's Day is a scam as well, bro.
let's move on to Valentine's Day. So we're doing Valentine's.
Valentine is coming, no.
Where Valentine is coming.
People asking questions, yeah. People
Bro,
asking, does marriage even mean anything anymore?
It does to me. That's
It
why a
does.
man won't
Marriage
make
is
you sign a
important.
prenup.
most
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, a couple of guys in there will make you sign a prenup. So boy,
No, marriage is important, yeah. But you know, you don't have to be in love to be married, bro.
yeah, fair
Yes,
point. Fair point.
100%.
Yeah.
Can I
Joanne
just read
says I
someone's comment?
agree.
Go on.
Marriage is more than love. Rita's asking who hurt Diggs.
No one.
Vanessa's saying that I'm damaged. I ain't damaged. I'm just real. Joanne says, why get married if you just want only a partnership? Just get a friend. Nah, bro. There's certain things friends can't do for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Abigail says, never let pain from the past stop you from finding genuine love in the future. I'm not trying to find love though.
Yeah, man, ain't out here for that.
Man ain't out here.
Someone says here, Hakim was talking about a small group of women. Yes, some women are moving mad, but they don't surpass men. No way. A lot of men do a madness in terms of cheating, and it's being downplayed now. I don't feel like you guys are focused on that.
Is that a guy or a girl?
Downplayed.
That is a
Men's
female.
cheating is
Female.
downplayed.
I don't think men's cheating is
bet
downplayed
she- I
because
bet she comes
we've been.
downplayed.
It's been out here. It's been a known.
It's
fact
always
for
an agenda.
years. Yeah.
But by the way, women's
She's
cheating,
biased.
yeah. Women's cheating. You lot come out and support each other's cheating.
That's what I'm saying. She's
When a woman
biased.
comes out as cheating, you see them in the comments. They're
Yeah.
applauding. They're happy. They say good.
When has a
Because-
man ever said to another man, "Well done for cheating"?
Never. I've
Never.
never seen it in my life.
And if you have got a group of friends that actually egg you on to cheat,
They're clowns.
you a clown. You got
Yeah.
clownish.
Yeah, you got clowns for friends.
Like if your boy comes here and he's like, listen, my girl left me, I got caught cheating. Yeah, you're like, yo, you've been moving mad.
You're moving
check
mad.
them.
Yeah,
Bro, you're moving
Move
mad.
We know the game, but you move
But
mad.
you
I
see
know
them
what you
girls,
accept,
yeah, they'll be
no.
like, don't worry about it. He's probably doing
Yeah.
the same. He was probably
He
doing
shouldn't.
the same.
He shouldn't have made you feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they want
They've always got a reason.
And
for
then
cheating,
women
innit?
say, women
Yeah.
say, yeah.
Excuse, should I say?
That's
See
why you
women,
have to
yeah,
check the
they
friends,
make it
man.
seem as though their
They
reason
can't
to
stay
cheat
fools.
is
That's why
you have to check
because
the friends,
you're
man.
lacking something. That there's something you're not giving them. Yeah, that's the reason why they've then gone off.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
them, you know.
Nah, they're very smart women. They're
Women,
very smart. They
they're
flip it
moving mad,
nicely,
you know.
because it can never be me.
That's-
What do you mean I cheated because I wanted to?
No.
Because I'm a scumbag.
It's because I wasn't
Look at
getting
the
A,
mirror,
B,
mate.
and C. And
Obviously, it's you. It can't be me.
the response to that, Hakeem, yeah, was no, I'm not biased. I don't support cheating. I meant I don't feel like you guys talked about men cheating. That's what I meant. Yeah, we to be honest, we were touching on
Women cheating, innit?
women cheating. That's what we touched on.
Yeah. You know what?
We will
I'm going to be honest with you.
We will touch on men cheating. Of course, I still think men cheat more.
I think they cheat more.
But I just
Yeah, I
think
think they cheat more.
we've been awakened, as in it's an awakening.
See that mentality.
I-
You see that thought process
it
there.
is
yeah?
mad to us right
It's
now.
hard to
You see that-
understand.
You see that thought process there, yeah? That's the reason why you man are gonna get hurt.
I mean, it would be sad that you even say
Do you know
that.
what's the best? Just listen, yeah. Not understanding the enemy, yeah,
Wow.
is the biggest cause, yeah, of heartache in the world, bro. That's why man lose wars, you know. Not understanding how the other team plays. You're not coming prepared. It's like Barcelona, yeah. Going down to Scunthorpe, yeah, having done no research, no
training,
nothing, thinking that them man are just long ball, them man don't know how to pass, yeah. Them man don't even train. They just they play the game before they even wake up. They're eating mad, yeah. Then they go for the game, innit?
And Scunthorpe's moving mad.
Bro,
Scumford signed. They've signed your Messi and they've
I
signed
don't
your
even know what
Ronaldo.
Scunthorpe has, bro. Remember when Swansea first came to the Premier League? The football they were playing, them man were outplaying teams that had been in the Premier League, bro.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's move on to
okay.
this Valentine.
That man came from the Championship. Man in the Premier League and Champions League were being touched.
I will die. Listen,
You lot keep your
I
guard
will
down.
not let you lot put me off loving it.
Yeah, we need to love and we need to get married, you man.
Yeah, we need to.
Get married.
You man-
I'm down for you, man. Man will be there to support.
100.
Yeah,
But it's not.
but you don't. Anyway, that's just
Man's
me.
gonna be looking at me sideways at my wedding.
Wait,
All right.
Niggas in love.
Niggas are lined up.
Who just signed in?
All in love.
Who just signed up to that life sentence?
Look at that fool, all in love. Valentine's.
But I love women anyway. But still,
Valentine's Day. What we're thinking?
Boy,
I'm gonna be the studio, man.
I'm at the studio, man.
oh, for real? Put that on everything.
I'm gonna let you hit. I'll put that on everything. Now you know what? Yeah, to me, Valentine's Day means nothing. Nothing. I've only ever celebrated that day when I was in a relationship, and I done it purely for that woman at the time. Because it means nothing to me. It's pointless. And I don't feel anything. But I will say this: I think it's a day not for lovers; it's a day for women.
Okay.
You get it? I don't think men should be expecting certain stuff
gifts and all that.
Yeah, expect the basic.
What's the basic? Sex.
A little meal and
What's the basic?
Not sex. A little meal, nice meal, and
Nick Foot Jr. was moving mad.
Is there anything a guy can expect on Valentine's Day?
nah. Because what? Don't expect a gift. Don't come out here all pissed off because she didn't get you a gift. Bro.
Basically, what I'm trying to get at is because there's man them that are annoyed at the fact that every Valentine's Day we do something and then she comes with a lingerie that it's a different one, and that's basically
Her
that's
gift
the
to
rule.
you is her, bro.
A couple man aren't exactly pleased with that.
What do they want though?
A switch
know,
up.
man.
A switch-
I don't know what they want.
They want an
Bro, 'cause
experience.
What do they want?
Why are you waiting for February the 13th to go down to Ann Summers, bro?
No. You know what? Yeah, I understand why you'd make the extra effort on Valentine's
Same.
Day. The way I make the
Yeah.
extra effort
Yeah.
to take you out or whatever,
Yeah.
you're gonna make the extra
Yeah.
effort to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, that's the effort I want. I don't want you going out to buy me a gift or getting me a card. You get?
Don't need chocolates.
I don't
all
want.
that.
No.
I think.
Man wants
I
the
think.
chocolate.
I think.
You want your chocolates?
Forget chocolates. I want that chocolate.
So I don't know what the men want when they're complaining. What do you want, bro?
Yeah, no, I think it's more with Valentine's. I think it's a thing where, personally, I don't look into it too much. I understand that there's a lot of pressure from others and what others are doing. So your girl might, obviously, there's a certain level of
Yeah.
what
Oh,
can I
I
say?
hear that, by the way.
There's like a level of basically you have to kind of go in for her.
Yeah.
You have to treat her so because there's the
Yeah.
pressures that she's gonna go through with her friends and stuff.
Yeah. That's it.
The
Yeah.
recorded social media and all of that. So because I understand that,
Yeah.
I'll just buy into it for her.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I'll sit here and I know
It's bullshit.
She can't be seeing her girls getting taken.
And girls are like that
then
though.
you're
They,
just
they
like-
watch what's happening next door, innit?
Of course, a lot of the time. So I think with me, I've accepted that, and I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think, Valentine's Day is bullshit.
But it's-
By the way, let me ask you two questions. Yeah. I want a yes or no. Yeah.
oh, come on, G.
No.
Yeah,
man.
please.
Not like
Nah,
that.
you do me like that, so you do
Say
it.
nothing.
I'm saying no comment.
Nah, yes.
now,
I
no
need a
comment.
yes or no. Diggs, have you ever cheated?
No.
Hey!
Have you ever cheated?
No.
Have you ever cheated?
No.
Okay. My second question is, what is the most romantic thing you've ever done on Valentine's Day for your woman?
Nothing.
I cooked.
Wow.
Nothing.
This guy's really. What? Anyway, wait.
I've never celebrated Valentine's Day.
Oh,
And
okay,
do you know what it is?
oh,
Yeah? I'm
okay.
even lucky enough, that I remember my first relationship back in the first girl I was actually with back in school days, around about year 11, When Valentine's Day came round, I was actually in hospital due to madness. After that, I've just never celebrated it, and I've always been lucky enough to either be out the country
Lucky enough.
or working. Either I'm out the country
Man said lucky.
or I'm working or I'm not involved with someone at that moment. Do you understand?
Okay.
So
Have you ever cheated?
I have. When
Okay.
I was younger, yeah. I have.
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take back my statement. I have. I think you all felt that. Yeah. Let me just say it with your chest. Let me just keep it real. Junior gave me the heart.
You managed to give each other a hug.
Junior gave me the heart. I have.
Reformed, man. Wait, what are we doing, man?
Huh?
I probably said no.
Take me out that
There was
card,
probably
man.
people out there.
Your car got revoked, big man.
I'm a changed man.
We're gonna bring it in. You seem changed.
I'm a changed man. I'm a new man. I've changed.
Yeah.
To be fair to me, yeah.
We're not gonna do this.
Nah, man.
You don't have to be fair, but
Let's hear him out.
We're gonna be fair. We're gonna be fair to him.
Listen.
Go. Let's be fair to you.
Even
God.
murderers get given a fair chance. I gotta speak.
to be fair to me,
Yeah.
I thought we were on a break. It turns out we won't, or you're not, even in the break. You're not
not
meant
on
to
the
be
break.
sleeping around with
Yeah.
someone else.
So then why-
But I did. So I took it. I took the L. I cheated. Boom. What's the most romantic thing you've ever done?
Hold on. Joanne says, yeah.
Cooked. I'd say I cooked. I was hella broke. Mate, that Valentine's was mad. Hella broke.
Yeah.
No ideas, no plans, and then it ended up.
My bro, there's rumors that you've been in a helicopter around London, bro.
Yeah, that's you know what I'm saying.
That's not in.
That was birthday still.
Oh, that's nothing.
Hey, relax. All right.
I thought I was Valentine's. I thought I was Valentine's. Yeah.
I thought man's out
Hey, do
here
you remember
getting hard
that
for 14th of February.
Do you remember that Valentine's, by the way? I think that might be the one where you cooked, you know.
Damn right, I cooked, nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Scroll is low.
Hey, I
hella
think the whole camp was
Hella broke.
the whole camp was a bit low still.
Joanne says, yeah, in America, specifically in Chicago, we celebrate Sweetest Day, which is basically Valentine's Day fermented in October. And I make sure I'm single.
Joanne, you're out of control. That's the problem. She's out of control.
Mate. She knows she ain't single for Valentine's Day.
Even if she is, she's taking gifts.
Bro.
And I don't want to hear no gifts, Joanne. I don't want to hear no one giving
Listen,
gifts.
man, them, yeah. If a week after Valentine's Day, yeah, you're seeing your gal, yeah, with a gift you didn't buy, because she ain't gonna show it on the day of Valentine's Day, or the day after,
weeks after.
Somebody should
a
treat
little
her.
while after, yeah. She got a gift you didn't get her.
It was
yeah?
a sell, babe.
By the way, when do you man stop taking applications? You know there's a time where
When there's a transfer window closed, I reckon transfer window should close like Monday. It should be shut completely.
Monday you give it till Monday.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Nah, these people
Feb, you know.
they do talks early.
Yes, they
Feb.
do talks early, but papa, they're too quick. You know, things get peak.
Things
You have to
happen.
assess the options.
Bro,
and then
negotiations.
I'm not even gonna lie, yeah.
Negotiations take time, you know.
If man was involved in that day, yeah,
Yeah.
man, I'll hit that midnight transfer deadline.
Nah, it's not even you trying to sign, bro. They're trying to sign you.
Oh,
This is
me?
the only time of the year where they're trying to sign us on a mad thing.
Okay,
Now you need to be unavailable.
No, you're unavailable. You're
You need to be unavailable.
If you ain't signed me before what?
Yeah.
Before
December?
New Year's,
November, in fact.
can't sign me.
What
Who
would
saw
you- what would you-
Angie's post?
No.
Angie was
She
moving
said she's
mad,
gonna
you know.
bait up
She said,
Bait
yeah,
up all the
if she doesn't have a date by when?
by the 14th.
By the 14th, yeah.
Everyone's
She's
getting-
exposing her inbox and everyone is single. I was like, rah.
That's bad.
Thank God I ain't never slid in there.
What would you man suggest? Like, what would you man advise a guy that's trying to? He's trying to get a girl for Valentine's, and he's a bit far off at the moment. What would you suggest to him
What to do for her or to
I get
get her
it?
for Valentine's?
to get her? As in, what should he? No, not as a gift. As in for her to be his
To be with
Valentine.
him on
Yeah.
Valentine's.
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas.
Oh, as in,
If-
how does he secure
wants it
the,
like that.
How does he
how does
secure it?
secure it for Valentine's?
If
If you're trying to secure for Valentine's,
Nah, you know, I think you're gonna have to be open, man. You're gonna have
Straight
to.
up.
Ask
Yeah,
her.
yeah. You know what? I want you. I want to. I don't know. It depends how old you are, man. If
We're talking. Let's say we're talking 25.
25, yeah, you got to say, you know what? I'd like to take you out on this day.
and if she says no, she's got someone else on that.
yeah, leave it be, bro.
As in, leave it completely and
No, just say
Or
she's
just for
just no, she's just booked on that day.
she's booked.
yeah, man, she's working.
I'm not available. I'm working.
She's here. She's
Okay,
there.
yeah.
She's doing her hair, her nails.
She's on a date.
Just know there's someone else that's been in there before you.
Someone definitely
you get it?
in there.
Someone signed her up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would just be honest. I'll just say, you know what? I want to take you out on the 14th. Like, we're a bit too grown to actually say I want you to be my Valentine's Day, or I want to take you out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You say I want to take you out around this time. I want to take you out
Around next week.
Yeah, around next week.
Do you want me to be honest? Why I don't like Valentine's Day? When I was 13.
Hella honesty in this show. I love
Yeah.
it still.
No, it wasn't even 13. It was 14.
Yeah,
Valentine's Day 2005.
Flipping neck.
Me and my boys, we nearly got shot in Leighton
Eesh.
Fucking hell.
because we were going for girls.
I swear.
It bees
So
like
literally,
that.
no,
It
we met some girls in Stratford, and they lived in Woodford. So we were going back to theirs to celebrate Valentine's Day.
You lot, you know.
When we jumped off the bus in Leytonstone actually,
bees. Oh yeah.
like we walked past one whip and there's a whip just there, and them man obviously called us out. They're like, "Where you from?" We just ignored it, kept walking. Them man moved up, spun around, cut us off. Man jumped out. He had a thing on him. He's like, "I'm gonna ask you again, where you man from?" Every man split. Man just started running us down, letting it off. Everyone's just ducking. I ran into a shop. Man ran into the station. People running into buses. Over girls, you know.
What's wrong
Over
with Donny though?
Valentine's.
We were young, you know, and these men
Man,
drove,
I
you know.
shooting on the 14th. Man, I was shooting on the 14th.
Yeah.
I have a break, nigga.
Like literally, like gangbangers, Valentine's, Valentine's, nigga. Yeah.
Come on, man. That's me, man.
Since
Once
then,
you
yeah.
get past
Love
man,
who you
come on,
want to
man.
love, man.
I think that kind of scarred my Valentine's.
Oh,
I think a lot of things scarred your Valentine's, bro.
Man had hope for that day, yeah, and it just didn't turn out. Certain man just hood politics got in the way, and yeah, we ended up jumping back on the bus back into Stratford, and then every man just went.
Did you get
We
the
went.
girls?
We went. No, the girls split too.
Girls wear when you're getting shot at.
You know this. If we saw them again, no,
That's
bro.
a go, innit?
Yeah.
So I've asked you what you man cooking.
No, one sec.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen.
The most romantic thing is you two cooking. Hakim's not really into that. What did you want to say? I wanted us to do
Now, I wanted
the
to see,
after dark
I nearly
quickly.
lost my
I wanted
life
to
for a
see
woman on
what you
Valentine's Day.
what you man would advise. What you man would advise a girl, by the way, to say.
Okay.
To
Say to a guy.
Yeah, basically, not even say. Don't without saying anything.
Or without saying anything.
Yeah.
What that she wants him to be
Yeah.
I think you have to.
Without saying anything, by the way.
Like we said
without
before,
saying anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, without saying it. Like,
What are we? Bloody,
No, we have to
No,
be
not
realistic,
even. Obviously,
man.
she's not
Girls-
going to come and say,
girls,
"Oh,
she's
what
got-
you
she's
do?"
got
No,
pride.
no, but they do. You know what they do?
She's got a
They
pride,
say,
though.
"What are you doing on such and such date?"
No,
That's them saying.
No, I don't think that. I think if you're a girl, you need to be. If you're taking this guy serious, I think plot from like November times. Be active.
November's early.
If
Not
he's
even
a-
New Year's.
I'm talking if he's a stand up guy. You know what I'm saying? If he's a stand-up
Champions League.
guy.
Champions League kind of guy.
Eligible bachelor and all that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think you have to start plotting on him from like November times. Be active. So when you get to January, you're
You're the
front
you're the
line.
only
You're
one
the
in-
only one that's in major talks.
Yeah, but you don't need to
You
tell
know how-
people they're busy, bro.
You hear how you man are actually giving these gal plans.
Yeah, they
How to
I have to.
maneuver and slick around man
Yeah.
for one day. Not even how to secure a man to be your man
We'll
or
discuss
for
that. No,
marriage
we'll
or
discuss-
what.
no,
You
we'll
man
discuss that.
are telling that they should be plotting on us from November, you know.
Right, you know what?
Not just to Valentine's Day. So what happens after Valentine's Day?
You're building,
She's
you're
gone.
building. No, not even. You're building. Obviously,
Nah, it would be nice.
the question at hand was how do you secure the guy for Valentine's?
Shouldn't
Well,
be
ask the
trying,
question.
bro. If you're
Yeah,
trying to secure a
you-
guy for Valentine's Day, yeah.
No, some
Trash.
girls don't want nothing serious. And
Trash.
Yeah, if
harsh.
you're trying to get in a relationship or trying to secure
No.
a man for Valentine's
No, no,
Day,
No.
And-
Just to
for
be with
that
someone
day.
for that day.
No relationship,
Just
just
be
to be
nice.
with someone and spend the time with someone.
for that day.
It'd be
Yeah,
nice
on that day.
to be with you on Valentine's Day, and for you to do something for me, and for us to exchange gifts or something like that.
So then you're not after man. I'm not the key here. The key is that come the 14th, you ain't lonely, and you think that I'm the Donny to be by us.
Why you
This is why I say
we need to hold a flipping.
Why you such a cynic, man?
A cancelling session after this show, man. It's kind of mad that key. What? Go on.
Can I do the after dark thing quickly?
Yeah, go on.
Would you stay in a relationship if you wasn't satisfied sexually?
Who made that noise?
Hakim. We're short on time, so I'm gonna need you, man, to jump in.
I reckon what you've got to do. I think you have to have communication. I feel as though when you're in a relationship, I feel as
Would you stay in a relationship if you wasn't satisfied sexually?
flipping it. Guy reloaded.
Get reloaded.
Reloaded.
As in, you just said, what you're saying, brother?
Yo, can I just just shout out
Answer
Jovi
the
real
question,
quick?
G.
Shout out who?
Shout out Jovi real quick. She said she's
That's
locked in, listening, enjoying the show. So
Big
shout
up,
out Jovi.
big up.
big up.
And I also want to shout out a brother who sent us his music to play on the station. Today we were running a bit late, so we couldn't get it in time to the producer. We will play it next week for you. I apologize. Yes, Mickey.
Yeah, that's a mad question though, man. Because there's dynamics, bro. You want me to say yes or no? Is that a yes or no question?
And then you could quickly break it down, but just understand we're running short on time, bro.
Oh, it depends. Sorry, it depends. Carry on.
Yeah, I would stay in a relationship.
Now he's saying he would. I'm saying it depends, because if we've had these talks and you're trying to better it and it's not gotten better, then obviously that could be a breakdown in the relationship. And Matt, why would you stay?
Because I feel like
Even if you've spoken about that.
even if you've spoken about it,
Yeah.
Man's gonna say love.
but she might not be comfortable doing something I want done.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about, bro. And you're not satisfied.
I would
he would
still
stay.
Okay, cool. Simple. Okay.
What's wrong with
I
me?
don't know. I really don't know.
difficult, you know, difficult because that's not even a beat about the bush. Sex is a major aspect of any relationship. It's a bonus. Do you understand? It's one of the things that feeds into the. It's one of the major benefits of having a companion. One of them. It's not
Don't
the
nod
main.
your head,
It's
bro.
not the main thing, but it's one of them.
No, it is. But
If I'm with you, yeah, and on a sexual level, I'm not happy, yeah. Bro, as a
I'm gonna
man,
have to
I
rush you,
get,
bro. We're short on time.
I get sexual urges. You feel me? So
Would
if I
you
know,
stay in a relationship if you wasn't sexually satisfied?
no,
Boogie.
100% staying.
Good man.
That's not breaking down my relationship.
because you
I'm gonna
man
see a
leave
big
it.
wait,
love.
where does
I'm gonna see a pig fly. Anyway,
by the way, where does
Nah, not even that. I can't leave my woman for that, man.
where does sex rank? Is it below love?
that's what I'm telling you.
When
It
you're
depends.
looking
You're
at
saying you can't leave your woman, but you might be in with her
when you look at a relationship.
And
No,
it's not adding up
it's
to you.
loyalty. It's loyalty.
For me, number one is loyalty.
Oh, 100.
loyalty, love,
Man's gonna
and
say.
then sex.
Nah, loyalty, sex, and then how I feel about you.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving you.
No, loyalty, love, then sex.
Loyalty,
Yeah.
loyalty, sex, and then,
Loyalty, love, and
yeah.
sex. That's why I'm not leaving my woman if she can't back it
No,
up.
do you know what it is? Do you know
I'll
what
be
it is?
sad.
Your question isn't, yeah. If your question wasn't, yeah, if she can't do certain things or she's not comfortable doing certain.
If you're not
if I was with a woman, yeah, and she ain't down to doing certain things that I'm into, that's a different story. I would
Man,
never
I'm
leave a
playing.
woman.
But to be honest,
Yeah.
the only way I wouldn't be sexually satisfied is if I'm not finishing.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
what
can't
I'm
see that being a problem.
We are this is what we're talking about.
What, she can't make you bust?
Yeah,
You're not satisfied.
you ain't satisfied.
That's not what the question means.
That is though.
No, it's
You're
not, it's
basically
not. It's
asking
not.
if you're not. That's what I
No,
got.
no, you
That's
can't.
why I said no.
Okay, you're wrong. That's not what
Get
it
it?
means.
I got what I heard from it. Yeah, is if I'm not sexually
make you-
Nah, if that's the
satisfied.
question, Jay, I
Yeah.
have to say I have to change my answer.
If I'm not
the
sexually
question. I don't
satisfied,
know why they would think that is the question.
so what's
Nah,
sexual
but babe,
satisfaction?
that's
What does
mad
it mean to be
though,
No,
man.
sexually
it means
satisfied?
foreplay. It means no. Basically, she's very basic. Missionary, and you men are done.
Oh, that's different.
and you're
Of course,
different.
yeah.
Why would you think that,
Yeah, of
though?
course, yeah. I thought, yeah.
I
I'll
think
never leave a woman. I'll never leave a woman because of that. If she's
Nah, but you
basic,
know- yeah, I hear what you're
because
saying, but
any
any
man will listen. Any man will take
I
that.
didn't
You
think
know.
that, man, because that's so extreme,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that's mad.
I
extreme.
thought-
It hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
I thought
Come
you
on, man.
legitimately meant, yeah. If by the end of it,
Men
yeah.
must banging women they're not even attracted to.
Yeah,
bro.
if
Listen.
by the end of it, yeah, you leave, you finish, and you ain't happy. Like you leave and you ain't satisfied in your heart. You
No,
just
you're
didn't enjoy
bored.
it.
You, of course, you boss, but you're just bored. You know, she don't do certain stuff.
Oh,
you
no,
you know
man.
what I mean, bro.
No, come on, G.
Let me ask you one more before we finish. What is a non-sexual act that the opposite sex does to turn you on? This has to be sharp, bro. A non-sexual act that the opposite sex does that turns you on.
Probably a smile, you know.
Smells sick.
Yeah, smile sick.
Smells sick. But you know what else is sick? The scent when they smell nice. That does a lot for me. And the walk when they're walking. I
was gonna say
they're just
walk.
minding their business walking.
I want to say just walking all
away.
womanly,
Walking
away, yeah.
walking all womanly.
Wait,
and
walking away.
you know, for me, talking,
Talking.
because women's voices just do me.
Yeah,
do
but
me
some
in.
of them are hood out here,
Yeah,
man.
forget
They're
them,
talking
man,
like your
though.
bridge.
We're not talking about them, man. Though. We ain't talking about them, man. Though. I'm talking like girl. I find like when you just have a conversation with a woman, right, and she just like her mind blows you away. Like she's intelligent, she's open.
Nigga, you want to have sex?
Bro, that shit gets to me. You
Talking
know?
politics and now we have sex.
Bro, when a woman like a woman's mind turns me on. Like if she has like if she thinks a certain type of way, yeah.
It's probably one of the biggest turn-ons, to be fair.
Yeah.
A woman's mind, man.
Yeah.
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 You, my bro?
I'm with the walking and not the talking though.
What the hell?
Wait,
I'm actually trying to have a serious conversation.
Do you ever get a wink? Does that do anything for you?
Women
man?
to
don't
wink?
Yeah, that don't do much.
No.
all women are winking at you, man.
Don't wink at me,
I
man.
think the number one thing that actually melt for me, is a smile, bro.
Smile sick.
If you got that, if you give man that smile,
I'm weak for a smile. I won't even lie.
man.
broski.
Hey, there's one. There are them times when you're at a bar, sees you across, she looks, drops a little smile, and you might think, "Hey,
This is
done.
mad.
It's mad. But you know what else? You know what else is sick?
Discombobulated.
The attitude of I want you, but you know when they show the attitude,
You're gonna have to work for it. Go on then.
hard to get sort of demeanor.
Yeah.
Not too mad though. I don't want it too mad because
See that,
sometimes I bail out. innit?
and I'm probably shooting us in the foot here. That drives me mad, you know. When a woman's playing that little hard to get, that
It has to be hard to get with a bit of flirting though.
Yeah, of course.
Don't be militant, bro.
That tease, that level of teasing,
Bail
man.
out, bro.
You feel me? Like that teasing, that like when she shows that she wants you, but you can't have it, type of thing.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm going into beast mode to break those barriers down. But
Yeah,
that
but you see it as a challenge, don't you?
yeah, it does. I see it as a challenge. I was like, okay, this is what we're saying, yeah. Okay.
Challenge accepted.
Mickey, check the Facebook before we say bye to the people here.
Alright, 1 second.
You man killed me today. You pissed me off and then you killed me first.
They even called you out. Junior looked mad. You know?
Which was rattled me.
I was annoyed.
Hey, Mickey, the helicopter, yeah.
Yeah. Vanessa wants to know more about that helicopter still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joanne says yes. Starts in November. November secure Christmas gifts as well. Tezra Balungi says, "LOL, who even has time to plot for someone in November?"
Nah, you don't got time.
You got time. You got.
You got time. Don't lie. You got time because I know a lot of you are sending out your applications now,
But Joanne's
tasting
even
the
mad,
waters.
My girl said start from November to secure a bonus gift as well. You know?
And then she goes ghost when it's whatever that day, that sweet day,
October
whatever.
comes,
She's ghost.
Bro,
and comes back, the month later.
Yeah. Anything there more?
Nah, that's it.
Okay.
you man love sex talk, you know. I swear we don't really have sex talks on here.
We have a segment that is called After Dark, and it is a sex talk, but we don't hardly do it, do we?
Yeah,
There's bare weeks where
we speak
when we get a
bare
question.
politics in that, you know.
Yeah, when there's a question, when someone sends a question, we'll talk about it. But we don't do it like that, by the way. You would have had to listen to other shows. We hardly, very
That's
rarely
for
do
grown
it.
men, you know. We need to talk about these issues,
What?
you know.
I'm just reading this now. We love sex talk. This is
Yeah.
like the second time we've ever spoken.
That's what
about
I'm
this
trying
now.
to say.
Yeah, she ain't listened enough. So listen to our other shows, please. You hardly hear any sex stuff, but we have introduced a segment called After Dark segment when we get them questions and
That's just women. You talk sex once. That's what he wants. That's what he's on about.
yeah, she judged us wrong, man. It's a tad unfair, isn't it? Right, Dig, say bye to the people, man.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for listening, for supporting. Hit us up on the socials, Twitter, and we'll be back again next week.
Mickey.
I just want to say thanks to everyone that was locked in. We're back next week. Holler us on Instagram. It is @withyourchest. We'll be back next week with a few good topics. But thanks for the interaction. Thanks for the messages. Thank you very much, innit?
Oh, Presidente.
No, once again, just thank you to everyone that locked in. I really appreciate it. Enjoyed it today. Thanks for everyone who got who interacted as well. We see you. We appreciate that. And just to say, I don't hate women. I love women. You might leave here thinking that just because I don't love don't mean I don't love women. Trust me.
The difference.
I love women. Just to put it out
Quick
there.
Valentine's advert.
Application still open on that.
I told you, man. Midnight deadline still.
Yes, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. It's been Say It With Your Chest. It's been on TGM Radio UK, and it's been with Junior, Diggs, Mickey, and Hakim. We appreciate your support, and we see you guys who put up our leaflets and actually promote the show. We appreciate it. And if you do want our leaflets or anything, just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another. We are here every Thursday, 9 to 11, different topics, different stuff. We will welcome you to join us anytime and pass the news that we're here on TGM Radio UK. I'm going to end by giving praise and thanks to the spirits of our ancestors. May they lead us into the righteous path of the Lord. And don't forget to be good, but if you can't be good,
be safe.
Be safe.